Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope y'all had a good day. If you're here, you woke up, that's a good day. It is for me. Dorinda, Gigi, Josh, Patrick, kiss off. Say it right tonight. Hannah Marie, Cindy, John, Joyful, Chuck, Mary. It's good to see all y'all. Uh-oh, trouble has arrived. There's Garrett. Hey, Deanna. Deanna, I sent you an email if you want to. Oh, you're washing your hands. Okay. I'm pretty good, Mary. Thank you for asking. Just trying to keep this puppy dog alive. I don't know. Uh, It's tough. Just using a syringe to get food and water in him. See what happens. Y'all, please, please, please stay out of the news. Wow, already. No, I didn't check. Huh. Do you know what that was about? I don't know. I am staying out of the news. I do know uh, over there in martial law, they know what I'm fixing to talk about, Gigi. So they're probably gonna be hitting hard. And so when I'm reading, I can't see chats. So hopefully they won't. They'll, you know what? We'll just pray about it. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together this evening again. Thank you for the blessings you've given us. Father, we ask you to protect this channel, keep out all evil if possible. Lord, I hope you can just guide us tonight. Keep our eyes on you. Keep our hearts on you. Give us some good words. Also, Lord, let us have some fun. It's so needed at this time. We need positivity. I just ask that you heal anyone in here that needs healing. You comfort anyone in here that has fear. Let the lonely know they're loved. Just We ask this in Jesus' name, Lord. Amen. No, Cindy, it shouldn't. Why is that a trigger? It's a song, Gigi. Amen, Jack. Block all plans and to destroy. Any plans of destruction. We block it all. It's not from God. It's not of God. No, I'm just reading y'all's chat. Dorinda and Garrett arguing. So before I went live, I know you're not arguing. I'm just playing with y'all, Dorinda. Love you, hun. Thank you, kiss off. It was a tear bringing laugh. I'm sorry. I just didn't mean to say that. It just out there. Absolutely, Garrett. We're one big family here, and there's going to be some bickering, and that's all right. Sigh. It's going to be okay, Chuck. So before I went live earlier today, I was looking at the book of Daniel, and it actually it speaks a lot about right now. It kind of surprised me, and so maybe that's been the reason I have felt led to read some of it.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay. How are you? How is that
Good.
ribeye?
No,
I am
it
so
was a
jealous.
little bit. It was a little blue. I had to. That's what took so long. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm liking the steak, but it could be cooked a little more right now. So that's what set me back a little. I cooked it, seared it hot. 4 minutes, two sides, but it was a thick sucker. So we'll have some breakfast meat for sure, and but it was really good.
That's good.
How are y'all? I hope you had a good dinner. I hope some of you had steak. Some of you. Hi, Kiss Off.
I didn't have
You're so
steak.
cute.
I
Did you
missed
have
the
steak?
stupid sale last week.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how much that one was. All the meat is sure gone up, though. That's for sure. But
Oh, it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, we went to a restaurant. We went to for Elaine's birthday last week to Seamus's steakhouse. And you know what's crazy? A a block away at the same time. Guess who was in town eating at a Mexican restaurant? You'll never guess. So I'll tell you. It was Mike Lindell. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. But
Hmm.
my T-bone steak, I didn't know what it cost. I asked my husband afterwards because it was market price, and I'm like, that's always kind of nerve. You're kind of
Right.
But I just like, well, I sounds good. It's probably not the most expensive one. I think they had another one that was more. It was $50 for a T-bone steak. Now, I know I didn't pay that much for the one I brought home.
Goodness.
That's crazy. I don't care how much money I'm making. That hurts my feelings to pay that much. That's crazy.
Hello,
$50?
Carl. Alfred's Kingdom.
You're gonna go
Vicky.
find food now. Sorry, Chuck. I know. I know. I know. I'm sorry. She asked how it was. I went on and on with that answer. Should have just said
That's okay.
it was great.
But I wonder what he's doing in your area. And that kind of,
Yeah. Well,
like what?
the Humboldt Freedom Coalition was definitely capitalizing on that story. They ran a couple stories on it here. Um, the restaurant took a bunch of slinging mud for it for having him there. We've had supposedly
Wow.
Hillary Clinton was here a couple months ago. Um, Zuckerberg has given a donation to Humboldt County. Actually, the number one for one of his stupid charities, Humboldt County received a big amount in a grant from Zuckerberg. I mean, this place is you got the university here, you know,
Yeah.
and everybody that's been following me for the last year knows how dirty these law enforcement is here. We do not have a decent sheriff. They will
Yeah.
not protect us here. Uh, Everybody knows I've pushed that to the max. Come here. Hold on one second. My husband's pulling up. I want to make sure this dog doesn't run out there.
Oh, okay. I thought it was your mouse again.
No. Come here. Go in the house and bark at Daddy. Yeah. Barking there. There you go. Bye bye. Okay. Oh, there's the other little one. Good thing you didn't hit her. Her dumbass was out there asking to get hit. Oh, these dogs, these little dogs. Oh, hi, all for his kingdom. So I did make it to the post office today. I got 6 packages out. So,
Yay.
um, couple to Texas, couple to Ohio, one to Wisconsin, and one to Maryland. So,
Whoop,
yeah,
whoop.
I don't know. Mike was breathing. That's what.
That's all he's got to do.
Huh?
That's all he's got to do.
That's all he's got to do. That's all he's got to
Same
do.
with Trump, all of them.
Hmm.
Just,
You can't go eat anywhere. Yeah, I mean, there's that restaurant. I ate there once when they first opened. To me, it was overpriced Mexican food, but
and what's it called?
Tres Pacos something. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
I don't know.
Because my mother has been getting these frozen dinners, and
Yeah.
they're all natural. And I think it's Amy's. I'm not sure.
Oh
And
yeah, Amy's is here. I've been to
okay.
it. I've
And
been to her restaurant. Yeah.
so the one that my mother got said it was
Mhm.
from Petaluma, which is where my
Yeah.
brother lives. So she called him and she's like, "Have you heard of this?" And he hadn't. And so he's like, "Well,
Wow.
I guess I'm gonna have to check it out now."
Yeah, I've got some Amy's in the freezer, I'm sure. She does a lot of Mexican dishes. She does some dairy free. She does some dairy free and gluten free. And then they're all vegetarian. So some are vegan. And it's pretty cool. She has a restaurant. We went to the restaurant and she has a couple different kinds of like veggie burgers that are really good and pizza. Yeah, it started off because she had someone in her family who was a pain in the butt with the gluten. You pain in the butt gluten people, you know who you are.
I
My
have
friend
a
Christina was
daughter.
excited to tell me today, I can eat gluten again now. Hi, honey, I'm out here. Let me mute for a second. I don't know what he
Okay,
wants. I'll be right back.
hubby time. Aw. Hello, Mr. Hubby.
He always does that. He doesn't believe there's real people back here.
There's not.
There is. These are my friends.
They're all bots.
No, these are my
No,
friends.
we're not.
I'm telling you.
Hello
Bye,
from Texas.
friends. Bye, friends.
You miss me, honey. We're gonna read Daniel.
Cool.
We've prepared for
Oh, that's a
this.
good book.
It's a great book. Yeah.
I'm gonna go turn the watch system on.
Okay.
It was hot up here today, huh?
Oh yeah, I went to town, but I just got back too. Ate that steak up. I didn't use the grill.
You did it.
No, I was too lazy. I should have though. That's why it was blue. That's why I had to cook it twice.
You're lucky
Which
he's
kind
so
of stinks.
supportive of you.
Oh my gosh, he's the greatest. You're all lucked out. I married up. I'm telling you, this one is one of the last good ones. Now I suffered with him in our youth,
Good.
though. I assure you, I suffered with him in my youth.
Oh, well, we were all kind of whacked out in our youth.
Oh yeah, he suffered too for sure.
Yeah, it's a given.
They just want to shake these people and tell them to get a life. They have no life, I'm guessing. They just want to shake these people. No, you know what's funny is he's got himself some YouTube chat rooms that he really treasures too lately. So yeah,
That's
it's
good.
fine. Yeah, no, he gets it. I'm alone a lot. I'm up here alone a lot. I mean, I've got lots of pew pews and doggies. I don't mean it like that.
Right.
But you're not talking to people a lot, so unless you have this
Yes.
internet, and I imagine that's what a lot of us are, um, hanging out here. We're
Yep.
alone and it's quiet. It's too quiet. I want to hear
Yes.
people, and I don't want to hear the TV. The TV used to be excuse was it makes me feel like I'm, uh, you know, not alone, or because you hear voices, or they have a way of making you feel like you're in that living room scene too. All of that just
Yes.
bye bye. Come in our living room. This is a real living room. We're not doing mind control and weird stuff. So, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm done with TV. I can't deal with it. So it got really quiet. And I love to read and I love to be outside and do other things, but I've got to talk to people. I'm a social butterfly. That's what I've always been accused of being.
Let me address something.
Okay.
Josh and Justin, if y'all want to wait around, we are gonna read a little bit of scripture. Um, and then after that, I will be dropping the link. But for right now, we're just not dropping the link yet. Not to be mean, just
I
keep
found
it.
this book. You ever see one of these?
No, parallel Bible. You know what? Maybe I did. I think one of
Yeah.
the girls had one of those.
Yeah, it's cool. It has 4 versions. So,
Oh
and they're
wow!
side by side, which is kind of cool because we can read. Were you saying you like to read the NIV? Is that what you're saying? Because you can understand
Yes,
it?
I go to
Yeah.
is it Gateway? Yes, Bible
Yeah.
Gateway,
Hmm.
and then I can
Yeah.
just type in what I want, and it brings up the whole thing, and I've got it zoomed up big so I can see it, and
Good. Let's do it.
I think I'm getting my voice back. There's a little
You knew what I meant? Okay, good.
foggy sound in earlier.
I
After talking to you,
don't even
that
know.
loosened it up.
What?
After talking to you, that loosened it up.
Hmm. I should just explain the link. Maybe they might be lagging. I would assume they're lagging and they didn't hear you. We're doing a little study first. Just her and I. So no link yet. Capiche? Capiche. Link later for sure. We won't be long. I'm not sure how much we're reading. We're just
No,
doing a little reading. We're just doing a little reading to dive
I,
into Daniel, and Daniel's going to be cool, you guys. Daniel's a cool book. I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of the prophetic books for these times, these end times. Daniel, Ezekiel, Revelation is not the only one. Daniel is very much parallel with Revelation, has a lot of parallels with Revelation, but
I think
Daniel's an
doesn't
amazing
Isaiah
book. What's
seems like
that?
Isaiah does also parallels with they kind of all
Revelation?
do. Yes.
Yeah, most
It
prophetic
all
ones.
leads.
We're talking, yeah, prophecy wise, I think it's Ezekiel. Maybe Isaiah was that prophecy, wasn't that the one that was fulfilled in 1949 when Israel became a nation in the blink of an eye, and who could believe it, or something like that. That's when the UN voted to establish Israel, and that was, I believe. Can you let him out? Can he go with you? I already got rid of him once.
So the
Yeah.
UN runs Israel.
What's that?
The UN runs Israel.
No. I'm saying the
Oh,
last
okay.
prophecy that in Isaiah was fulfilled that I know of was in 1949, I believe. Somebody back a girl up, when the UN voted after the Holocaust and everything.
Yes.
They voted to establish Israel as a nation again. And so when that happened, that was the prophecy fulfilled in the book of Isaiah. And that was
Okay.
one of the last prophecies I know of that and I got to talk to my friend Dean because he would know. My friend Shay just wrote a book and published it. I'm going to get it, called The Missing Pieces. Her husband's a really incredible Bible scholar, but he knows prophecy. There's some people, they just know it. He's got one of those photographic memories. So he remembers stuff.
Yeah.
He's
Not me.
78. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. He I don't think he could remember that, but it was in his lifetime. Yeah, he's 78. Married my best friend. She's 3 years older than me. She's 55. Oh, looks like the real Anthony Fauci movie's out, kids. No, we live our life by movies, don't we?
Yeah.
No, we don't. We live by books. The book.
Right. But it seems that that's what they're
Mm-hmm.
the 2,000 mules, and
Yeah, all this stuff.
it's like that's to expose it, I guess, or I don't know. But the one coming out Saturday is gonna be good, and it's called Super Spreaders.
Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta
I
share
think
that.
yes, I'm gonna try. We're gonna
Mhm.
if he shares it, then I'll be able to share it. I don't know if he's going to or not. I
Mhm.
just know that they got the big screen for the National Mall, and they're gonna be showing it there. So
Mhm.
maybe if he's not showing it, somebody else will, and
Cool.
we can share it. I'm keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, I want to read the first chapter, if
Mm-hmm.
nothing else, because it
Okay.
does hit home now.
You can share your screen.
Do well, I guess I could, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't, then I can't see it.
Oh, that's right. No. Okay. Never mind.
So if I go over to it, then I can't see chat. So
That's okay. They can just hear it. You can read it. You can all
okay,
get your Bibles out to Daniel chapter 1. That's where we're going.
and y'all do not laugh at the way I pronounce these things because oh my goodness,
Oh,
there's
I
some
can't
words in
wait.
there.
This is going to be so fun, kids.
Do not make fun of me.
We're going to make fun of
I
you.
know the first time I was on Hawks and had to read, and I was like, oh, oh no. It's okay. We all have trouble with those words. And I'm like, okay. They were so good at boostering me up to do it.
Yeah. It's good to do. It's good. It's very powerful to read out loud. When
Yeah.
I'm alone, sometimes I read to my dogs. I'm like, okay, guys, we're gonna read some of God's word. Let's go. Here we
Here we
go.
go.
They love the music. They love the word. They love the peace it brings. Don't you think for a second the animals do not pick up on that beautiful Holy Spirit? They do.
They've been created too. It
Yep.
wasn't. Okay. Daniel's training in Babylon. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, this is one of those. Nebuchadnezzar, king of
Nebuchadnezzar? Nebuchadnezzar? Is it Nebuchadnezzar? I'm trying to get to my Bible so I can read with you.
Nebuchadnezzar.
I got to get to it here.
I don't know how you say it.
And also, I always say a prayer before I read the Bible, too. So let me say a quick prayer for everybody here, okay? Before you read,
Okay.
too.
Okay.
God, I just pray people would take a breath and appreciate the experience of hearing your word right now. I pray you help Bonnie to just read it with all authority, Lord, as a daughter and ambassador to you, the King of Kings. Thank you for this word. Thank you that it's still saving souls today, that it's backed by history, and that it's bringing us together right now. And I pray you just bless this time, help people to understand. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, let me try to get to it. And if you want me to pick up at all in it too, I can also pick up anywhere. You are reading a mouthful today. Okay, I'm trying to get there. I'm almost there. It's way further than I thought it was. 2182.
Chapter 1's not too bad.
No, okay. Yep, I see it. I went right to it. Yay. Okay,
Okay,
here we
you
go.
say that word.
Yeah, that's Nebuchadnezzar. Yep, that's King of
Nebuchadnezzar.
Judah, King Nebuchadnezzar, King of Babylon and Jerusalem.
Okay.
Mhm.
Came to
Yep.
Jerusalem and besieged it. And the
Mhm.
Lord delivered Jehoiakim,
Jehoiakim.
Jehoiakim.
Jehoiakim. If you want to
I
go
am
real
so glad you're here to help me.
fancy.
King of Judah into his hand, along with some of the articles from the temple of God. These he carried off to the temple of his God in Babylonia, and put in the treasure house of his God. Then the king ordered Ashpenaz, chief of his court officials, to bring into the king's service some of the Israelites from the royal family and the nobility, young men without any physical defect, handsome, showing aptitude in every kind of learning, well informed, quick to understand, and qualified to serve in the king's palace. He was to teach them the language and literature of the Babylonians. The king assigned them a daily amount of food and wine from the king's table. They were to be trained for 3 years, and after that they were to enter the king's service. Among those who were chosen were some from Judah. Do you want to start here? You start here.
Sure. Daniel,
Number 6.
Hananiah, and Mishael, Azariah. The chief official gave them new names to Daniel. The name Belteshazzar, Belteshazzar, Belteshazzar,
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
Oh my gosh, to Hananiah, Shadrach, to Mishael, Meshach, and to Abednego, and to Azariah, Abednego. But Daniel resolved not to defile himself with the royal food and wine, and he asked the chief official for permission not to defile himself this way. Now God had caused the official to show favor and sympathy to Daniel, but the official told Daniel, I'm afraid of my lord the king who has assigned your food and drink. Why should he see you looking worse than the other men your age? The king would have my head because of you. Daniel then said to the guard whom the chief official had appointed over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, please test your servants for 10 days. Give us nothing but vegetables to eat and water to drink. Then compare our appearance with that of the young men who eat the royal food, and treat your servants in accordance with what you see. So he agreed to this and tested them for 10 days.
Okay. You want me to pick up?
Yeah. Oh, is that not the end of chapter
Excuse
one?
me. No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you pick up?
At the end of the 10 days, they looked healthier and better nourished than any of the young men who ate the royal food. So the guard took away their choice food and the wine they were to drink and gave them vegetables instead. To these 4 young men God gave knowledge and understanding of all kinds of literature and learning, and Daniel could understand visions and dreams of all kinds. At the end of the time set by the king to bring them into his service, the chief official presented them to Nebuchadnezzar, the king.
Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar. You can say
Nebuchadnezzar.
that word. There you
The
go.
king talked with them, and he found none equal to Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So they entered the king's service. In every matter of wisdom and understanding about which the king questioned them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and enchanters in his whole kingdom. And Daniel remained there until his first year of King Cyrus.
Look up King Cyrus if you want to see how this all lines up with history. Very powerful. All this lines up. All these King Nebuchadnezzar too. Very historical king. All of this is legit. This is, even though there's prophecy about it, this is all past stuff, right? And I know this story pretty good too from the Veggie Tales. There was this Veggie Tales. How many parents in here know the Chocolate Bunny song? They made this story for kids, and it was like the king made this big chocolate bunny statue of himself, and he told them all, "You're all gonna bow down." And well, we're not there yet to the part of Daniel, but
Oh,
the king is very famous for doing this, for wanting people to worship him. He made a statue. He makes a statue, and
an
so
idol.
yeah, exactly. And it's him. It's himself. Yeah.
Yep,
And he's like, "You're all gonna worship me. You're all gonna worship." Oh, you don't like it? Oh, too bad.
yep.
How many people didn't do it?
Sound familiar?
Yeah, I worshiped myself once upon a time, and I was one miserable person.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Person
Hello,
will
D-Dog.
not be named. You are. Why do they like to do that? Why? Yeah. Why? Why?
Baby
Why?
shark. Dun,
Why?
dun, dun. Don't look at me like that.
Loves it. Why? Why? Someone tell me why antagonizers get off on aggravating you. Is that that does something for you, I guess, some way.
Because it shouldn't
Weird.
be aggravating you so bad. I love that
Chocolate bunny.
face.
The bunny, the bunny. Oh, I like the bunny. That's how the song went. I won't eat my just the bunny.
I have no
Yeah,
idea what.
I love the bunny. But my
There's a
favorite one,
chocolate bunny song.
yeah, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, I wish we could play it. It's a
Oh,
Veggie Tale. It's
goodness.
for this story. They teach the kids the story of Daniel with Nebuchadnezzar and how he wanted um, people to worship him. It's actually a really great story for kids to understand because throughout life you will get people that will try to have you look at people worship your football teams. They are dedicated to their football. I mean, at the end of our lives, when we stand before God, our money is an outward expression of our hearts. So whatever we're spending our money on, that's pretty much what you worship. So most of us worship ourselves, and but when you want to do something more, your money is a great way to do it, right? I mean, that's treasures in heaven there. You
And
support some kid through Compassion International or something, or you support somebody who, and it's hard because you don't want to go touting it, but this younger generation, they don't, if they don't see it, where are they going to learn it? They got to see it, not hear people talk about it. They got to see it. Oh, that's better. Hello, good people. Well, that's a better way to come in a room than to bring in, baby shark. I was looking for my book, Daniel, and that's what was also taking me a while. I was trying to find this book, but we're not even into the meat of it. But yeah, there's a Veggie Tales called, what is it called?
and we'll continue. We can continue next week. Just do one chapter a week.
The Bunny. No, it's called something.
Okay, I've got to find this.
Yeah,
I'm
man, we got to see it. It's fantastic. How long can you play of it if you don't before you get copyright? 30 seconds?
not long.
Yeah, I love the bunny. Well, what if it's in the background? Does it matter then? Won't eat my soup or my book, just the bunny. Yeah, I love the bunny. It was the greatest, I'm telling you. Nobody out there had the song for your kids. Mama T, didn't you? Do you know Veggie Tales, right?
Russian.
You were going to hell listening to rock music? What?
Easter
You're
bunny
not.
song.
You know that.
Scary.
That's so. What is wrong with people? What? Ugh. The bunny song. It's called the bunny song. Veggie Tales.
But this afternoon, everyone will meet the new bunny.
Oh,
And
no,
it's
it's
gonna
after.
be a beautiful thing when everybody bows down and sings the bunny song.
She found it too.
I don't think I'm familiar with that particular tune.
We can't see it, Bonnie.
I know, because
I
I'm
was
not
hoping
sharing
you'd
it
ask.
because it makes it worse.
The bunny song is how all my employees will show just how much
It's a
they
pickle
love the
talking
bunny.
to a
Yeah, it's Veggie Tales, man. I'll
something.
show them it while you play.
Anything for the bunny.
It's a little behind, but
It goes
let's see.
something like this.
There's a
Here we
tomato.
go. It's Veggie Tales, y'all. The bunny.
Oh, I love the bunny. I don't love my soup or my bread, just the
It's
bunny.
bunny.
Bunny, the bunny.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's fantastic.
If you say so.
Aren't we gonna hear it all? Can't we hear the rest? It's in my head now. Yeah, he says, yeah, I love the bunny. It's great.
Okay. I guess VeggieTales was back with,
Here's the
I don't
bunny.
know when it was. My kids didn't watch VeggieTales.
It was the 2000s. He's got all these bunnies, see?
Yeah.
You guys didn't watch Veggie Tales? All right, well.
No.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we didn't do much TV. When I was babysitting all
We
my
had the
kids.
VHSs. Excuse me. We had the VHSs.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't have that
it
either.
was that time. It was that time. It was like 2000. I mean, my kids were born in 96, 98. So
Well, it's no
yeah,
wonder that y'all all go down the rabbit hole. you've
now
been,
of
you've
course
been
it's going to be.
programmed to this rabbit thing.
It's a heck of a lot better than Baby Shark. So I'm gonna. That's how I'm gonna train my mind. Every time that stupid, dumb 2 words comes up, I'm gonna replace it with the bunny because I like the bunny song. Yeah, I like the bunny. It's fantastic.
David 1212. Fitting to see today.
Who? Oh, I have to ignore D Dog
Lucy
now.
Debs, good to see you. Kim, good to see you.
D, check your Amazon receipts for the day you ordered your kids.
You know the guy that created VeggieTales lost his rights to that. He had to sell it, and the people who invented Ben and Jerry's lost the rights to that too. That started a long time ago. VeggieTales was Christian based, though it was decent. I remember it
Too,
was
there
a
was
big push in the church. I remember that. But like I said, we didn't watch much TV. When I was babysitting all my grandkids, and there was 5 of them, and then my 2 daughters, and uh, so it was um at first it was me cooking them breakfast, and everybody sitting down and eating, and then as soon as breakfast was over, I did let them do what they wanted to do for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
either play outside or whatever. And then our Methodist church had a lunch program on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, free lunches for the kids throughout the summer. And they would come pick them up on the little bus. And so those days, I'd send them off to do that and get some peace and quiet time for a minute. And then, and sometimes I would go with them though, too. If the bus couldn't come for whatever reason, I would go. And it was really neat seeing all the kids in the community together. And
Yes.
then
Excuse me.
after lunch, it was, they were too old to take naps. They would, board games. We loved board games. Sit around the dining room table and play board games. And then at like 4 o'clock, all right, everybody clean everything up, house spotless, room spotless, get it done while I was cooking supper. And so when my daughter and her husband came home, their supper was sitting there waiting for them. The house was clean, and
Nice.
I bet they missed those days.
I'll bet. I'll bet they do.
Chuck, where are you going? Chuck, you want a link? What? Where are you going?
He said he was going to get some food
Oh, okay.
when we were talking about steak a while ago, but that was
Oh, goodness, Kim. She worked at Dairy Queen 2 years and gained 38 pounds, 36 pounds. I worked at Dairy Queen. My favorite thing was the dude. I don't know why it was called the dude, but that's what it was called.
Where's the dude?
Chicken fried steak sandwich.
Uh-huh.
It was good. Just lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise. Yum.
You can drop the link for him, Bonnie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was trying to find that Daniel book. But
Mr. Jake, we would love to hear from you.
who is he?
Nunya, Texas. On the back 20. He's a good guy. They had a meetup and they had it set up like booths. And
Yeah.
so everybody was either showing their skills or there was probably some sales or bartering or stuff like that going on.
Mhm.
I've also seen that at Off Grid with Doug and Stacy.
Yeah.
where
Yes.
when they have their
That's what we
community
need to
get
do
together.
too. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think every community should be doing that
Heck
somewhere.
yes.
That's what we need to get back to. Hello, Dorinda.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
Bonnie, I may have overstepped my bounds as a moderator on your channel earlier.
Uh-oh.
If you did, I apologize.
What did you do?
Well, I timed out Justin because even though you talked, Dee talked, and I gave him shit once. Again, he was asking for the link, so I timed him out, and John timed him out at the exact same time. So I thought we were clear for a bit. And when he came back, he did apologize. So if I overstepped, I apologize. Because I know sometimes you like to do that, but you were busy.
It's hard to
Okay,
keep a
well,
clean room. And hard to keep a clean room.
Okay, so Justin is trying to come up. So we're going to meet Justin and see how this goes.
We'll see how this
Okay.
goes. Yeah, we'll see.
Well,
Yeah, hello.
You have to turn off your YouTube.
I think you still have your YouTube open, Justin.
Okay, I'm going to mute him until he gets it. I don't know what he's doing. And there's Mama T.
All right. I'm sorry.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Mama T.
Hello, love.
I can't show my face because I look like crap.
You're fine.
Mama T, have you looked over in the far corner?
Dorinda,
Okay, my hair is
you're
doing
beautiful.
all kinds of crazy shit all on its own.
I know. I've been hacking all day.
Thank you.
You look beautiful, Dorinda. Stop it.
I'm right now. I'm very ugly.
All right. I took it off the YouTube side. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
I'm still hearing
All right. All right. I'm sorry for whatever happened in Shane's live stream. Yeah. Will you tell him to please forgive me?
Okay, quick peek. That's all you get.
Do you have your YouTube open, Mama T?
Yeah, my
How do I
YouTuber's not.
Just mute it.
Let me look.
Okay, is it anybody else?
It's Justin.
Okay.
Am I
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mama T, you're okay.
All right.
Justin, you have got an echo really bad. I'm going to remove you. Okay?
Sorry.
Try another time. I had an echo real bad the other night too.
Am I okay?
On
You're
the
fine.
end of my stream,
You're
it just
fine.
got real bad.
Okay.
And I forgot to tell you, Bonnie. I also warned him that if he started up again, I was gonna boot his butt.
Well, that's as soon as he started saying what he was saying, I don't want to do that. I don't know what he's talking about, first of all, and we just don't do that here.
Mm-mm.
So whatever issue he has, he needs to take it up with the creator that he wants to talk about,
Yeah.
not with me. I have no control of any of that.
Nope.
Hey.
Did Kitty get the
And
mouse?
yes, Blackwatch,
Oh,
because he was being
no.
rude about it. Every 2 seconds asking for the
cuddling.
link. When Bonnie talked to him,
Yeah,
Dee
Black
talked
Watch,
to him,
back off of Dorinda.
and then I talked
Don't
to
even
him,
start.
and he was still being an idiot. So yes, I timed him out.
Yes, she did.
I was
And
going to
she'll
boot his
do it
butt, but I
again,
figured
too.
timeout was better.
And I'll do it again, too.
No problem, Justin.
You know, it's hard to keep a clean room. Okay, it's not like Bonnie's super judgmental or harsh on people. We just don't have time for a lot of bull crap.
Right.
You know, we just don't. We want to have fun and hang out, and we don't want to be putting up with people that take over her show and are just drunk, or people that just come in to cause trouble, or people that just come in to just completely talk about themselves the whole time. I mean, this is a community, and you have to be vigilant, unfortunately, and you kind of have to be firm. And that's all. That's all. It's okay. We try to keep it welcoming for everybody. And if you're a problemed person, this isn't the place for you. Go cause problems somewhere else, you know? We want to hang out and have fun and have a few laughs,
Yeah.
you know? Look at
Hey,
Dorinda, okay?
Fellowship.
I got
Fellowship
to,
and
Got
soft
lights
and
blinging behind
good.
her, hot pink.
I got to tell you
Laughing.
guys something.
What?
I
Better
I
be good.
can't go into detail, but I'm telling you, with what I'm into, we may be going clear to the Ohio Supreme Court.
What'd you do now?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't do anything, but if they vote on this, it's not going to be very pretty.
Hmm.
So
Well, do you want to tell us more or just leave us hanging?
I can't tell you more right now, but maybe later.
Mm.
no, I'm just going to leave you hanging.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
great. Thanks. Really appreciate that.
I just wanted to tell you. I could only tell a little bit.
That's
Well,
fine.
that's good. I mean, that sounds like it's progress. If it's not you on trial, it's a good thing.
That's
Did you
not going to
call?
be me, but half of the city will be.
Yeah, they're pushing that
Yeah.
all across the nation, aren't they? Doesn't it have to do with the kids and the this?
Nope. This is what I'm dealing with our city council.
Oh, what is it?
With I got a hold of what they're wanting to vote on, and they never changed anything. They lied about it all, and I made some phone calls and got a hold of a few people, and it's just not going to be pretty. If they vote on it, I am putting out a warrant for their arrest for violation of our Constitution. And it's just pretty nasty right now. So I had to call and talk to our state representative tomorrow so that he knows what's going on. There's things going to be sent clear to like Jim Jordan and all of them. And to the Ohio Supreme Court Justice. It's just going to go all over.
Did you call Brock?
I haven't called him yet, but I'm going to because I need to ask him a few questions. But I have talked to a couple other people, and it's just not going to be pretty. It's pretty shady what they did, and it's not good. So they're like trying to take all of our rights away here and like put us on a lockdown. And when we started going over it, it was like, no, this isn't going to fly. Totally lied.
Wow.
So, yeah. Everything they were supposed to take out of it was put right back in, and everything they were supposed to correct was put right back in, and everything they were supposed to modify was unmodified. And
From the things you served them in
yep,
affidavits or what?
yep, yep,
Why they were giving you lip service that they were dealing with it?
yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Out of here. That's my water.
I don't
Well,
feel bad for him, but I'll be talking to the state rep tomorrow, and I'm just going to tell him, look, either you talk to him and tell him to drop it, or this is where we're going, and I'm going to fight it clear up to the Ohio State Supreme Court.
mm-hmm. Well, get that group behind you.
No, I definitely am. That's what I'm working on. Shh, I'm talking. I'm on the phone. Lippy ass dog. Always got to be the center of attention.
Kiss off, what happened to your video? It was gone. I was going to go rewatch that one on rescue, and it was like
Get up
gone.
here.
She had made it private, and
Oh,
that's
Get
why
up
she
here.
gave me permission to play it.
uh-huh. Okay.
Can I say something for a minute?
If
Sure.
it's not mean.
No, it is not.
Okay, yes.
I want to thank Kim with the double M, okay, for making a video for me, and she talks to me in the video up on her
Wow.
channel to show me what she's working on. She mentioned it in
Aw.
chat. I went and looked at it. It was awesome.
Um,
And she's like, Dorinda, I hope you can see this wool that I'm working with. It's really pretty and da 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 da. And I'm
nice.
like, I was just so moved by that because
Nice.
she puts a video up on her channel that is actually directed at me.
That is
Aw.
sweet. That's
I think that's so cool.
that's what we should be doing.
Thank you, Kim, with the double M.
Yes.
Hey, remember when I sent you that private text
Yes.
and then it didn't send, but it was a good one, wasn't it?
It was like I laughed my butt off.
Did you? Do you
watching
still
that.
have it? Hey, do you still
Yes,
have
I
it?
still have it on my phone.
I sent Dorinda a little message. I said, "Ah, Dorinda, I wish you were here."
Yeah, but I don't even really
It's
do
nice
that kind
to
of
call
stuff.
out. I think that that's something that the community. I try to definitely call out my people and stand up humble. When they go to those meetings and they're talking and stuff, and also our community groups, our channels that we feel good at and we want to be in together. That's supporting each other, and I'm definitely more mono focused on supporting those channels where they're supporting us and they're supporting
Absolutely.
Mhm.
freedom fighting, and otherwise it's just hanging out, and I can do that for so long, but got a lot of work to do. Hey, what's up, Chuck?
And
How
Chuck's
was that
another one.
steak?
You what?
Chuck's another one. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to Chuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you don't like me, unsubscribe.
We like you, Chuck.
Yeah, I thought I was going to spend some time with Vicky when I said bye a little while ago. I looked up and was like, oh, she's 5 minutes later. Okay, bye, baby.
Oh,
Ah.
I did get to eat my BLT without the L. I hate the L in it, that crappy ass iceberg lettuce. So I just put extra bacon to make up for the lettuce.
Yep.
Of course. That does it.
Kissoff said that I could send you the link, so I will email it to you.
Okay.
D.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Hey, Nunya.
I went to go look at your channel. I subbed with all my channels.
I need to go through all of them, just unsub and sub and see, because I noticed some of the other day wasn't sub to, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've been subbed to all the shit you had. Me and you went through that 8 months ago, all of them, and I subbed to all of them.
They do that too, though. They do that to us, because I've had it happen too. I'm like, I know I was subbed to Bonnie on this channel. I went in there, nope, unsubbed.
Eh.
They messed with us.
Bad monkey, we take away your peanut.
Your peanut.
Yeah, Vicky, I had to go fill her car up earlier while she slept. She's like, well, my car's about out of gas. And I got in there, and after I let her seat back into the trunk, and she's got a 4-door Corolla, but I have to let it down and back. It ended up she had like a quarter of a tank or a little above. She thought she was less, but I said, well, when you have to peek over the steering wheel, I guess it's kind of hard to see. Because the way she sets it, to where she can see right, she don't have it up high, so she has it down low. So then it blocks the gauges except the speedometer.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, she went out there a minute ago to get in it and said she felt like she fell into the back seat. So I had the seat so far back and down, and
she didn't expect it to be. No, it wasn't where her body memory remembered it last.
Like I feel like I'm sitting in a floorboard in the back seat. That's 6'7" versus 5'1" though.
I
know that feeling.
I drive as far back from the steering wheel as I can get, and probably lower, because the girls are always complaining about the rearview mirror being too low down. But what is that, a low rider? There you go.
I'm the opposite. I gotta be high in my seat. I gotta be just about eating the steering wheel.
See,
I'm with you, Dorinda.
Because I
airbag
want my
ever,
damn foot to hit the gas pedal.
but if that airbag ever goes off, you're gonna wish you
Oh yeah,
hadn't.
I know.
It's gonna break all your
crap
ribs.
from
And,
everybody all the time.
yeah, my truck.
I'm like, I need my foot on the gas pedal.
Well, so do I.
Well, we had this car a while back, okay, that you couldn't. It had a one seat in the front, and you couldn't pull the seat forward. So it was set for my husband, who's like 6 foot something, and I'm 5 something, and I could only drive with my big toe hitting the gas pedal, and I would get a cramp in my leg if I was driving any distance.
You're lucky you didn't get a full-on Charlie horse or.
Oh, I would get those too, man. It was like, are you kidding me? I hated driving that car. So now
that's what I learned to drive in was a Cadillac.
I love those Cadillacs. I like to find me an old 71 2-door. But hell, my GMC out there is a 4-door full-size GMC, and I have my seat all the way back. I mean, when I drive, I'm like, I lay my foot sideways and I catch about an inch of the bottom of the pedal, and I turn my foot and I can catch the brake pedal. And Vicky's like, you just look like if you had a thing to flip up to your legs and you just lay back. I said, pretty much. Elbow on the console and the left hand sits on top of the steering wheel.
Joyful says she uses pillows to drive. You use pillows, Mama T?
I did.
Some of the cars we had in the 80s, Vicky had too.
Couch cushions.
She's as tall as you are, honey. Look at that. 4'9".
I used to sit on couch cushions.
Joyful's 4'9" too.
Vicky's 4'9" too?
No, Vicky's 5'1", 2 inches. That's like, I told her when I get around her whole family, I feel like I'm Oz or something. Like I'm around the Lollipop Guild.
Oh my gosh.
Were they the Oompa Loompas, or was that the chocolate?
Josh, is that your wife in there with you?
The little, what you call it, the I forget the wee people, but they're called the Lollipop Guild or something. They call. I can't remember what you call them. The
Do you
Oompa
represent
Loompas with
the
chocolate
lollipop
crackers.
kids? Aren't they the lollipop kids?
It's saying guild, but it's kids.
Are
Yeah,
they? Oh, okay.
I got
Some-
corrected. I got corrected by a dork way back on that.
Whenever you get some helium, follow the yellow brick road.
Well, that's my favorite.
Follow the
Follow the yellow
road.
brick road.
Follow
Follow
the yellow
the
brick
yellow brick
road.
road.
Oh my
We're off to
goodness.
see the
You
wizard,
girls.
wonderful wizard of Oz. Here he is, a wizard of a wizard, ever a wizard there was.
They say that witch on there was Nancy Pelosi's first job.
Munchkins, that's it. They're munchkins.
Munchkins.
Yeah, Munchkins.
Sister in Christ.
Up,
Good
sister
to
in
see
Christ.
you.
Good to see you. Hope you enjoyed the reading.
Oh my gosh.
I had a gigantic LTD. I don't know what year it was. It was old. Little old lady owned it. Never left town. Bought it for $500. It was a boat, but I loved driving that thing because it never left town. It could move when you wanted it to.
That's a
Was it
V8.
from
I
the
think
70s?
that's what my mom had.
Was it
Yeah.
from the 70s?
Yeah, Ford
yeah.
LTD. My mom had the same car. That's
Vicky's
the one I
had
was.
one too, and she's like 4'10", and she had like couch cushion and another pillow in it.
I didn't have all that, but the kids hated it because it was this like hunter green with the vinyl top. The
Ugly ass Ford green.
yes, and this dump truck ran over it in front of the apartment that I was living at the time. But it didn't hurt anything. So, I mean, it had a dent, but a pretty big dent. But they would make me drop them off a block away from the school. They were like, "Don't drive up to the school." I said, "Do you think people don't see it out in the front of the apartment?"
Yeah.
They're like, hey, some of them didn't figure it out. So
my party wagon when I was 16 was a 71 LTD station wagon. It was that light cream green.
Oh.
I liked it for the fact that hell, any other car we'd pack up a bunch of girls and stuff and go somewhere. Hell, I could carry it was like a bus.
Yeah.
That back seat, that third seat, and we'd have 15, 20 people in that thing.
Yep. That's this with the bench seats. I mean, you could seat 4 across easy. Well, I'm small, and they weren't real big at that time. I never worried about how it looked. It was how it ran. I even drove something. I can't even remember what it was. Fairlane something. And it smoked like crazy when you drive down the road. It ran. It didn't have any brakes. I had to be really careful pulling up to the stores, but got me from point A to point B. That's all I was worried about.
That's it. All that matters.
When me and Vicky first got married, she was pregnant. She wanted a bigger car because I had a new Ford truck, full-size truck. And so a buddy of mine I knew was selling a 62 Biscayne 409. It had a 409 in it. It's one of them well sought after cars. Now it's wanted more than an SS from them back then. And the guy had been restoring it, so the seats were all out. All it had was the 2 front buckets. Well, I had all the seats and the interior and all that for it. But he was redoing the seats. The only 2 that had been redone the front.
Yep.
She saw that, and the rest of it was just no carpet, bare floor. She goes, "We're fixing to have a baby. What the fuck is wrong with you?" I said, "I got all the stuff to, I don't want to hear you can fix it. Take it back."
My second husband had a 65 Mustang, and same thing, I guess. There wasn't any back seat, so we had 5-gallon buckets back there upside down. And that's what it
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Well, I had the springs for it and the new seat covers to go around them. They had them put on it. She didn't want it. She didn't want none of that. I don't care if it was a 5-minute job. She wouldn't have been happy.
You might be a redneck if you've ridden on a bucket.
Yeah,
oh my god.
I probably didn't help. My first answer was, "Well, I can rig the seat belts up where we can strap a carrier back there."
Oh, well. You know, we did what we could do. Those first carriers that they came out with, the baby carriers, they were this bendy, cheap plastic stuff. Do y'all remember those?
Yep.
Mhm.
And so I'm carrying my daughter out there and trying to open the car doors for the other kids and had her one arm and leaned up against the car and it starts sliding down me. You know? Oh my goodness.
You remember them things before they had seat belts in them in the mid-'60s? They used to have it. You run it under the bottom of the seat, run it across the top, and then strap it together. And you had this little, looked like a dog harness you put on your kid. They could stand up in the damn seat. Yeah, that's have 5 kids in a collision.
None of it was any good. The first car
Oh.
seat that we had, it had the metal bars that hooked
Yep.
over the
Yep.
the seat, and it just kind of sat up there, and you put the little horn on it or the little steering wheel so they'd think they were driving.
Mhm.
Could you see our kids using that stuff today? They'd have a flipping heart
They'd
attack.
freak out.
They would.
They need a Xanax.
You imagine
They'd be
putting
like,
a kid in
"Oh,
one
heck no!"
Imagine putting a kid in one now and a cop pulling you over and seeing them in that.
Yeah.
They flip out.
Be like, this is what I came home from the hospital in, your officer. Your officer. You're suck it.
Well, and my daughter did. One day she wanted us to come out to her work for something or other, and my granddaughter's 4, and we didn't have the car seat, so I put her in the back seat and put the seat belt over her. I thought she was fine. Drove out there. Oh, you would have thought it was the end of the world. My daughter was just, she was to tears. And I said, "Hun, how do you think y'all rode in a car? Wasn't even."
You'd probably got a better reaction if you'd put her in the trunk, huh?
But you know what? You know what the fear is? That state agency
Yeah.
that will use, oh my gosh, you have a French fry that's been sitting in your floorboard up under your seat for
Mhm.
3 days.
Yep.
That's why we got to stop them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes a village to raise
Campbell,
a child.
where you been? Get up here.
Carmel,
Come on, man.
come on, man.
We need you, buddy.
He needs you, Carl.
Yeah. We went to one of my friends. He was graduating from boot camp in Lawton, Oklahoma. And so we put a camper on the truck, just the camper shell
Mm-hmm.
on the pickup truck, and the back windows slid open and threw some blankets and pallets and pillows and back there, and a whole group of us went, and some of them were back in the back and we were in the front, and we didn't think
Oops.
nothing of it. Well, we didn't get pulled over or anything. But I guess it would have been totally against the law.
Probably. Who knows?
As long as you don't get caught.
Right?
Yeah, the more we find out about Bonnie, we're like, oh. Maybe you should stream. Maybe you shouldn't be streaming, Bonnie. I mean, this is pretty risky for you.
Well, nothing's illegal till you get caught.
Oh, I know that's right.
That's why I
Oh,
said,
tell me y'all haven't done all that.
I've done all that and more.
Okay.
My
That's why I
kid's done all that.
I've
It's
done all
better
that
and,
and then some.
better and easier to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Getting firewood stocked up? All right. You using us to keep you company while you work, huh? It's like 11 o'clock out there. Camo's stocking up for the winter. Go, Camo. Go, Camo. He's like the ant getting ready in the summertime.
I'm
Well,
thinking
I'm pretty
Texas
sure he
wise.
got snow today.
I'm
Yeah, if
thinking
you don't got
Texas
your
wise. I
firewood.
wouldn't want to be digging around a firewood pile and around here with snakes. They'd be up on there hiding in this cool, but he's up there. If it's snowing already, them snakes are hid.
Mm.
Yes, all for his kingdom. I did that too.
Chinese fire drills?
Yes, you stop at a stoplight and
Yeah,
Well,
everybody switches places.
that was
Running around
fun.
the
Those were fun.
corner.
We didn't do that.
You got
He's
No, we
looking
people
just
at us
ran.
behind you
like,
having
We
fits.
never did. I never heard of that in my life. I have no idea what that is. That sounds.
No,
Hi,
we just
Kino.
smoked
Good to
dope in
see
the
you.
cars.
I've been
Um,
Anyone else we missed? Hello, chat. Dorinda, watch this chat good.
I didn't do fire
Dorinda,
drill with everybody, but I've been known to get out of the car and jump up on the hood and jump up and down at a red light and hoop and holler. But I used to be wild when I was young. I was your atypical redneck.
I guess that's what you would call us. Because it was, I mean, the dance hall was, well, the big one was like an hour away. And so we would all decide that's where we were going for the night. And there'd be a group of about 20 of us. And my closest friends was this group of guys, and I had the girls with me. So on the way back, we'd be racing to see who got back, who won.
Yeah, I remember that back in them days. The only thing we had was there was a putt putt place, but we basically bowling alley, skating ring. Friday and Saturday night, everybody where the bowling alley was, it connected to a Kmart parking lot, which was a big like strip mall thing. They probably had 15 different stores, like Ecker Drug Store and all kind of weird whatnot stuff. But
And that was the meetup.
and they'd get out there and ride in a circle. Everybody'd hang out in the middle, and they let people pull in the middle, and people hang out or ride in a circle.
And we thought that was fun, just riding in a circle.
Yeah, now I'd pull in there if it was going on. I'd be like, "You dumbass, if you lost your mind, what are you doing?" Then I'd realize I did that.
Did I pick my feet up when we went over train tracks and make a wish when you were out cruising with friends? That was another silly thing we did. No, when I was in Chicago, cruising was on our feet.
No.
We used to pick ours up, hold our breath. My dad used to stop in the middle and he'd wait and see who turned blue and passed out first.
No, we did the don't step on a crack, you break your mama's back thing. That was dumb. That was about the only thing. And I didn't drive around Chicago, so I don't know. I know like Archer Avenue
Don't
from
blame
the
you.
south side. What?
I don't blame you.
No, I drove around in my mom's car when I stole it when I was like 15, but we didn't go far.
Okay, I did that too.
Yeah, that was that Ford LTD. And then I came back, and instead of the open parking spot, there was the cop there. But
My mom's was a Duster, Dodge Duster.
that was a boat of a car, though. A Ford LTD is a boat of a car.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't know this. I didn't know to drive around Chicago. I only knew I drove the bus, rode the bus everywhere. You could ride the bus everywhere all the time. It was always running. Always running. So I never needed a car.
I never liked the bus. I rode the city bus one time, and it wrecked. And it was kind of weird because when it wrecked, then we all had to sit there and wait for another bus to come. So we're thinking the other bus is going to come and pick us up and put us on it, and they didn't. We stayed on the same bus. I never could figure out why we had to sit there that hour and wait for nothing.
They had to call amber lamps.
Well, nobody was hurt. Well,
No,
nobody on the bus. I didn't see what was outside the bus. I was pretty young then.
that was a joke. Remember that old man that punched that guy in the mouth? He wanted amber lamps.
No.
Oh, you know what the big battle is now? Remember
What?
I told y'all that the the ESD and the fire department, ESD was trying to take the volunteer fire department. All that is going on. Now they're saying they're buying a helicopter and putting in a helicopter pad. Do you know how much a helicopter is? A medvac helicopter. $12 million.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think it's like 15 grand if you have to get picked up in one.
It's a lot more than that. I just couldn't believe it. 1,500 population, about 6,000 in the whole county. Don't need no helicopter.
Not for that little amount of people.
No. I don't know. It's gotten really weird here since certain people are moving here. Those people that want everything now.
They want a money maker. Spend that kind of money, put in a damn drive-in theater. You make more money.
They don't have much patience.
We'll be right back.
Yes, confessionals. There you go.
Miss driving. Just kids don't know the stuff you can get away with and how ripped you can get at a drive-in.
Oh, there's one. They opened one in New Braunfels.
Drive-in?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It hooks up to your car radio and you don't have that big silver clunky thing that sounds like it's going to break your window.
Yeah.
Except that these cars now, if you leave it off for so long,
It shuts off.
yes. And so you have to keep starting your car to keep the sound of the movie going.
What did I do? Piss off?
I sneezed.
Oh, okay. It was Mama T, not me.
Bless you.
I don't know. And
Thank you.
Piss off goes, "What was that, dirt?" Roll on the floor and laugh my ass off. And I'm like, I didn't think I did anything. I lit a smoke.
No, I sneezed and hit the button and out I went.
Yeah, the other day, Bonnie wanted me to show something, and my finger twitched, and I hit leave studio.
That's what I just did.
Oh, Dirt remembers driving. Yes, I do.
And I didn't turn purple. My sister did.
I was usually the one in the trunk.
In the
In
trunk?
the drive-in.
In the trunk?
Yeah, there's like 8 of us piled in the trunk to get into the drive-in.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to do that too.
They charged by the person?
Yeah,
We were charged by the vehicle. It didn't matter how many people there were.
They had that nights when I used to go to it, it was by the car load. So you get 75 people in a car, they get in for the price of one.
We used to hide in the trunk and get in for free.
yeah. At least we thought we did. What the hell?
We never got caught. We always parked way in the back where it was dark, and then when nobody was looking, the trunk popped and we popped out, and
Then you'd all sit in the damn car, and there's 12 of you in a car. Yeah, it was just fun.
or we piled them on the floor and put our feet up with blankets and covered them up.
And then we just got high. We didn't care. We just got high.
Or Brenda, you can't tell all of our secrets.
Troll train.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody run out and see what it's hauling.
Hopefully they don't smell no weird smell again.
Oh, that was terrible the other night. Last week or whenever that was.
Yeah, Wyatt was out there when it went through and he smelled it, said it made him woozy. And I went out there and I smelled it, but he said, it's not bad now. You probably won't smell it, but I smelled it.
What was it?
Couldn't really tell. It had a chemical like poison, fertilizer, Old Spice. It's like all kinds of weirdness together. And somebody says probably some kind of chemical gas or something they're bleeding off one of them trains.
It's probably what they're spraying in the chemtrails and we're all getting sick from.
Might be, and if it was, we got bombarded with it that night. I wouldn't put it past them. They did that, fill it up with whatever, and just let it ride and let it loose all over where the tracks go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Or there's somebody making a meth lab or something out in the woods, and maybe just the wind caught it and brought it this way. But I can't see how it would make my son sick. But
I'll be back.
Carl.
That's pretty shady stuff.
Yeah, when I was looking at Pappy's little retreat he's got going back there in his backyard, is his sacred space. I was like, I have tree trunks that big around to make seats out of. I'm gonna do that.
Black watch put. That's some potent shit if I smell it way down here, Black watch.
Right. Well, with their wind always blowing down here.
Yeah.
It comes more from, I guess it'd be Alberta.
How cold did you get over there last night?
It was only like 40. I think it said 49 the last time I looked. They had thought we were going to get down to 40 or 39. Tonight it's 70. No, it was 63, I think, a while ago when I looked.
Let me look, see what it is here. 45, it says.
I cannot believe that it's so cold.
32.
Where are you at?
Ohio.
Well, that's kind of expected there. I'm in Texas. I'm what, a couple hundred miles from you, Bonnie?
Yeah, 5 hours, whatever that is.
It's butt ass cold here.
Yeah, I lived in Cleveland for a long time and then moved back when I was 18 or something with my parents. They went up there and I was like, yeah, I'll go. That's when I met Vicky. My whole weighing decision on was that because I was old enough to drink here because it was drinking age was 18. Up there, they changed it from 18 to 21. And I called up there to make sure I grandfathered in because if I couldn't buy beer, I wasn't going.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that 3-2 beer they used to have? That was such garbage.
Yeah.
What?
Everything.
What was it?
3.2%.
Mm-mm. I don't remember that.
It's like pour a beer and then put water in it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have drive-through liquor stores up there, or not the liquor store, but like wine and beer and all that? 'Cause when I was there was everything liquor was state store. You had to government owned, and you had to show them your license and all that.
Anna.
I was just explaining to somebody that, like at our convenience stores, grocery stores, all of that, all you
Mhm.
can buy is beer and wine, and then you have liquor stores for the liquor.
Yeah. It's like
And
that in Idaho.
oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, apparently in some states they don't have that. You can go into any store and buy whatever,
Yeah,
liquor, whatever. And it's
Louisiana's
like,
like
We can go here and
well,
buy anything. We can buy weed here though too. So
well, that's true.
can
They
buy all
do
the
do that
alcohol.
here. They do have drive-throughs. Almost everything around here has a drive-through window. Well, there's a
Oh,
couple of them.
Walgreens has one. Walgreens has a drive-through.
Well, yeah.
that
I
was
mean,
Use a drive-through.
the drive-throughs up there that sold beer, wine, and chips and stuff back in the day. This was in the 80s. You run around the back and it had them see-through plastic strips hanging like over a garage door, and they'd have them open even in the winter.
Yeah.
And you drive and push through them flaps and go inside the building. And on one side you'd have the coolers, and the other side you'd have like cases of beer and stuff stacked up, and potato chips and pretzels, and you never got out of your car. You drive through, they'd load you up, and you drive out.
Wow.
yeah. We had a beer barn here that was like that. That actually, that's
You had a
yep. It didn't last long. They were only open for about a year or so.
Yeah, everybody I know that works at one of them like that complained about it because the car exhaust come through and it didn't really vent out good.
Yeah.
What's up with everybody? Everybody having a good night?
Yep.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
awesome. I had bacon.
well, it wasn't steak, but it was bacon.
Yeah, that's little squinker steaks.
Mm.
Josh,
How are you doing, Josh?
What's that?
Dorinda asked if that was your wife in there with you a while ago. What's
Is your wife out of the hospital?
She was never in the hospital. She's doing better though.
oh,
Oh,
good.
okay. No, you had somebody in the room with you. I thought it was your wife.
No, that's one of the people that woke her.
Oh, okay.
Gee, you know what's really awesome? Take
What?
shrimp, venison, and bacon and make tacos with avocado and tomato on it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, if I had some venison, I might have
Yeah.
to learn how to hunt.
Last week we had T-bones on sale for $3. $3 a pound. This
Dang.
week, I know, and I missed it. This week they have beef skirts on sale for $4.99 a pound, and I was
That,
like, "Are you kidding me?" Beef skirts used to be the crap meat. Remember
yeah,
that?
now
And
everybody knows how to make it tender. So you cut it across the grain, it's awesome.
yes, that's what we make fajitas out of. So now it's like sky high.
Camel, that is no excuse. Get your ass up here. I want you up here, especially if you're high. That would be even more fun.
Mm.
He says he was going to get up on panel, but then he got high. He was going to go on panel, but then he got
You'll
high.
get
Then
to
he
meet
got
you'll
high.
get to meet my aunt on Friday. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
your
going
aunt?
down my yeah.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Because I'll be going down my aunt on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, Bonnie, that skirt steak makes awesome beef tips and stuff.
$65 turkey. Yeah, that's about what a good turkey is out here. A diesel turkey or a Willy bird. It's time to buy your turkeys, I guess, huh?
Yeah, if you don't wait the last minute, you probably won't get one.
Did I ask for you, Blackwatch? I don't think so. I didn't think I did. Sure, I was talking to Camel Carl. But we'll take you too, Blackwatch, anytime. You always got something to contribute your 2 cents.
I don't think we're going to see $1 a pound honeysuckles or butterballs this year.
No.
Somebody's already advertising 9 to 11 pounds, and the turkeys are $15. They're not even pricing them by the pound, but that's if you get a 10-pound one, that's $15 or $1.50 a pound. So.
Oh my goodness.
If I find a sale, I'm gonna buy me 4 or 5 of them, put them up because I like cooking them in the smoker or the electric fryer.
Okay, wait. I gotta have you share that. Say that again. Oh, wait. No, don't.
Oh, they have a dance floor. Three days.
Probably should have plugged this in before I started reinstalling Windows. If I'm regretting some punishment.
Hey, Guardian.
Hello, Guardian.
Yeah, I need to get a marketplace put on there and see if anybody's selling any ducks or geese. Them things are awesome too.
Today's Wednesday. So it would be Saturday. Saturday's when they're going to be in Washington, D.C.
Oh.
Doing the prayers and.
Oh. Hello, Tennessee Ridge Runner. Good to see ya.
What's up, Ridge Runner? What you doing, Kim Folk?
Dee, do you follow them on Facebook? Oh, she left.
I'm on Facebook.
Well, I'm going to put the name.
She left. She wouldn't tell on you.
Most people don't have Facebook. But
I have it. The only thing I don't have is an Instagram, a Twitter, and a Telegram. I don't like them. Or TikTok, for that matter.
I'm trying to think what they call themselves. But I know there's a hashtag somewhere. Let us worship is the movement. Yep. Hi, Guardian. Sorry, I didn't see that.
I'm working on a laptop that I can use in bed with me so that I don't always have to sit on my desktop.
Oh, there he
Cool.
is.
Your doorbell.
Hey, girl.
Hello, Camo.
Okay, what'd you want me up here so bad for, D? What you got going on?
And she's gone.
She's on the phone.
Uh-huh. See? Mm-hmm.
But it's always so good to see you, Camo,
Thanks, Dorinda. I just
and to
like
hear
giving
your
you a hard
lovely
time sometimes.
voice.
Lovely, huh? I don't know. You might be listening to Black Watch too much or something. Sometimes I wonder, not that there's anything wrong with it, but is he like a little light in the loafers or something? Saying I like this aftershave.
Yeah, well, if he's wearing perfume going hunting, he's gonna scare off all the animals, so it'd be easy to shoot.
Hmm. I
Just saying.
mean, whatever blows your dress up, but
Yeah. And by the way, Camel, thank you for sharing your story the other night on Bonnie's channel.
you ain't got to thank me for that. Thank you guys for letting me.
You're welcome.
I, when you go through something like that, Dorinda, as you're going through it, that's all you can talk about. And you
Yep.
tell everybody you know, and it drives people nuts. And then I let it go for years. Once I was past it, I was past it. And I am past it. But, you know, it's like being able to share that with people.
Yeah.
The
But I'm
one thing that y'all might not have, put together, the two and two together, is that it's just like what we're seeing in this political atmosphere. All these false allegations, and they get away with it. They keep trying to set people up, and they get away with it.
yeah.
And then the people that do the bad shit are walking free,
Yep.
you know? And it's maddening.
Yep. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that was coming.
Well, bless you. It's not like he was sneezing and coughing.
No, it was just a little cough, but it was just weird. It just came out of nowhere.
Well, you know what they say: if you don't cough, you don't get off.
Well, yep.
Okay, I have a little video that I'm going to share with y'all. Have
Alrighty.
y'all heard of the Truth Tornado?
The what
The what?
tornado?
Truth Tornado.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
That's what it's from. Hold on.
Bonnie's the slowest video player there is.
No. Actually, she's not.
Slowest I've seen.
Welcome to a Truth Snippet by Truth Tornado. This snippet is about the Constitution. We have been misled regarding the Constitution. It's not for who you thought it was for. Constitution definition, Black's Law, 4th edition. The organic and fundamental law of a nation or state, which may be written or unwritten, establishing the character and conception of its government, laying the basic principles to which its internal life is to be conformed, organizing the government and regulating, distributing, and limiting the functions of its, that being the government's, different departments, and prescribing the extent and manner of the exercise of sovereign powers. You see, the Constitution regulates government persons, not the people in the private. Constitution definition, American law. In American law, the written instrument agreed upon by the people of the Union or of a particular state as the absolute rule of action and decision for all departments and officers of the government in respect to all the points covered by it, which must control until it shall be changed by the authority which established it, and in opposition to which any act or ordinance of any such department or officer is null and void. So it is the people together that agreed upon this to limit the actions for the departments and officers of government. And if any of those departments or officers issues an act or ordinance that's in opposition to this Constitution, it is automatically null and void.
Yep.
Governing government. The constitutions govern, which means directs, controls, and limits, government departments, employees, and officers, not the people in general, those in the private. It is the law which controls and limits government's actions, not the actions of the people in the private. Government officials must take an oath of office to agree to this contract before entering into their duties. It is a binding agreement. People individually are in the private. Who established the constitutions? The American law definition of constitution stated that it can only be changed by the authority which established it. Let's see who that might be. In the Connecticut Constitution, Article 1, Section 2 states, all political power is inherent in the people, and all free governments are founded on their authority and instituted for their benefit, and they have at all times an undeniable and indefeasible right to alter their form of government in such manner as they may think expedient. Indefeasible right means a lawful claim which cannot be overthrown or made void. The people established the constitutions which created government, and the people are the ones with the rightful authority to alter or change our government. Summary. The Constitution is a written document which controls and limits the actions of all departments and officers within government, organizing government's internal life. The Constitution does not control or limit the actions of the people individually. The people are the ones with the authority that established government and are the ones with the authority and right to alter, change, or reform our government as needed. Thank you for listening to this truth snippet. I hope you learned something new. Please share this with others.
Wow.
Knew it.
Yep.
I got some original. It's a bicentennial year from 1976, a bicentennial Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, all in a large format on a big pieces of paper. They're like the original size. That I need to way to get them copied so I can get them turned to digital.
I am not slow, Carl.
I'm picking. You know, it's just like I said. If I don't like you, I ain't gonna pick on you. Just keep that in mind.
I know. I just had to act firm.
What's wrong with you, Carl? Us folks here in the South ain't slow.
There's some truth in that, man. There's something about Northern folks always has them in third gear, you know, to like an anxiety level. See a lot more of it in the North.
When I first brought Vicky here, I had to translate. She was like, "What the hell they say?" And they'd be saying the same thing about her because she's like, blah, 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 and they were like, "Oh." Blah, blah, blah.
Well, when you see anything video of the North, when they're walking the streets, it's like they are walking fast and they're not paying attention to anything. It's just like, we got to get
They're
there. We
trying
got
to get there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they don't stop and enjoy the, or does
It
anybody
keeps you
just
warmer.
Hi, how are you doing? Do you remember the movie Crocodile Dundee? I did watch that movie. And everybody thought he was a freak because he was greeting people. We greet people down here.
Here's a picture to share, Bonnie. I thought it kind of fit.
Okay, let me find my mouse. My
I can't read that.
two.
Besides my thumbnail.
Southern translations, y'all, 2 or more people, all y'all, 3 or more people. Might could, and that means might be able to. I reckon is I guess. Fixing to is I'm going to. Yonder over there somewhere. And bless your heart is I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you're an idiot.
That's dead on.
Yes.
The only thing you don't have on there is yont to.
Yont to?
Yeah. I'm gonna go see Mom and them yont to.
Yeah.
You want to? What's up,
Yeah.
Camo? Well, guess what? I just found out.
You're pregnant.
Oh no.
Wow, that was loaded and ready.
See what a steak dinner does?
I wish. We could use
That's what caused it all this time.
Oh my goodness,
Honey,
I
that
can hear this
vasectomy
rumor all
reversed
over
on
the
us.
YouTube community.
No, guess what? So one of the city council members is having I looked it up. It's a Halloween Pride Redwood Pride Halloween event at one of the schools, including a drag show. Yeah.
As soon as you said pride, that's the first thing popped in my mind.
Drag show going to be there on the elementary school campus. My guy James, who's going to be the leader, and I already talked to him twice today about it. He is the leader. He's already been coming out. I've already shared James. You know James. He's the big guy, and he comes out and he's been doing it for 4 years. He's a single dad of twin boys that are 7 years old. He's been telling him he doesn't want these needles here. He's been telling him it's going downhill. It's going downhill. And he's so angry right now about this.
Yeah.
He is furious. It's like they're going to use this city council and they're going to use our schools and they're going to do this. And if this community doesn't come out and stand up against that, then they're really going to get what they deserve. You're going to let them shush you about Jesus and God and then shove trans and, just ridiculous. It's
like
ridiculous.
something I read earlier that they spent all this money using jump out boys and all that stuff to go to churches to close them down and all that, but they didn't send any of that out to any of the riots.
Oh no. They have to systematically get rid of us because we're the ones that can take them out if we're organized. And we're not. So that's
I think the main thing I think they're hoping that the people start getting kinetic with everything, and then they say, "See how they are."
That's that's it right there. That was July. That was J6 right there. What you just said.
Yep.
The only ones that got kinetic at J6 are the ones that were pushing to make it an issue.
Well,
no, but I mean the entrapment part.
Yep.
Yes. They did the same thing up there by Dallas with that man's party with the kids there, drag, and all the people on the other side of the street.
I have said it since it happened. I said it on the DOD. I said it on the Department of Defense site. I said it on the military pages. I mean, all of them. I outright said, look, I watched it. I had a couple of computers running at the time. So I watched that live on multiple feeds, like maybe 20 tabs all open at the same time. Watched many people transmit live feeds from J6.
Yes.
What I saw and pieced together from the video footage I've seen different people do is there was two buses escorted in by police officers. Those people in those buses, all wearing black, got out and tried to stay out of the public eye as they changed into patriotic clothing. I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding.
Yep.
They, when they were ready and moved out into the crowds, they dispersed and they started shouting and directing people before they even opened the gates. Then the guards opened the barriers to the outside perimeter and motioned the people to come in. When they
Yes.
got close to the building, people were handing things in and out of the building. There were people communicating in the building with some of those people on the outside.
Yep.
Then the doors were opened up, and it looked like one of the guards was giving a tour and led the people where to go.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
so
was
the
near
one
the
part
back.
where they showed them where the offices were the Congress people.
Yep.
Well, and then there's other things that I found out later. Like one guy says, yeah, I reached under my seat and there was a gas mask there. We've never had gas masks there. I'm sure of it.
And one of my friends that was up there filming, it was one of those people that you were talking about was up there beating on one of the windows trying to break it, and all the patriots that were out there were telling him no and pulling him off. They kept pulling him off of that window, trying to get him to quit trying to break it.
Did y'all see the guy that ran to the cops and was telling them, y'all need to get over and do that? And was telling them all the stuff they're doing. You guys need to get off this porch and go over there and do something. Look what they're doing. He was the first one that got arrested.
Yep. And that's Blake Ayala, something like that. He did the next day, he did a live on Facebook, and he described he was on the lawn. He didn't go anywhere near the Capitol. They told them all to go onto the lawn, and when they got there, they were being fired upon. And he was doing CPR and mouth to mouth to try and save this man that he knows did not make it. And he also saw a young kid with part of his face go away.
Yeah, I've heard them talk about that. I never seen any footage on it, but I heard them talking about it.
I also heard there were 6, boom boom objects found in the area.
Yeah, in the
That's
bush.
never been.
It was supposedly close by where them ones got off the buses were changing. And you remember it showed that one video of them where they were like in a bunch of trees changing
Yeah.
in the bushes or trees or whatever you want to call them. But
I had all those videos saved and they were all taken away. They were all gone.
Anybody who had them, took them, because Cash Kelly was one of them who was filming, and they had women with them. They had their women with them, and whenever that started happening, he was like, "We've got to get the women out of here," and he started pushing to try and get back out of the mob, because that's what they were aiming at. And you could hear it, you could see it. It was plain as day. And he is in the prison right now.
yeah, a bunch of my stuff come up missing right after a Windows update. So I'm guessing somehow or another they had some snooper stuff that was able to find it and take them.
Yep. Anything that was on Facebook that had anything to do with that is gone.
I've gotten strikes for things I put on Facebook that was at the setting only me, where only the page owner, can see it. Nobody else was supposed to be able to see it.
Yes.
I got a strike for something that was a year old that I had on setting only me.
You
Well,
heard about them hammering me, didn't you, Carl? They got me for one thing, then another. Then they started hitting me more time. For one of the things was a damn meme I put up 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
one of mine was a father walking down the street. His daughter was on a bicycle and they were singing a hymn, a church hymn.
Was it
One
do
time,
diddy diddy dum diddy do? Was
No,
it that
it
one?
was a hymn.
almost 2 years ago, I just said hello to Mike from Liberty on one of his Facebook posts. That's all I did is say, "Hey, Mike, what's up?" And they gave me a strike.
What?
They said it was bullying.
Hey, is bullying.
Yeah, I was bullying him by greeting him.
By saying
Oh,
buddy,
wow.
are you sure it didn't auto type as bitch?
No, I'm sure. I'm
Well,
sure.
that would make me wonder, did
Because I've
person
yeah.
report that?
I
Oh,
know.
It was kind of
oh
weird.
yeah, maybe.
At that period of time, I was getting hit on Facebook every other minute.
Hmm.
That's why I only use Messenger now. I don't even you guys know that I don't screw with it much.
Oh, Dave Snedeker played some videos, recordings from that day. Um,
I need to be excused
ago.
for this second.
Oh, and one other thing I noticed:
Hmm.
the more that I interacted on Ted Nugent's lives, the more fake friend requests and trolls I got on Facebook.
Oh, um, there's a guy named Bobby Powell that you can look up on YouTube, and he has footage. He plays continual loop of that day and all the people he's given that to, and he says that T has it. He shows himself trying to give it to Josh Howley. Josh Howley don't really seem very interested. He gives a list of all the people he's given it to, and he's suspicious because nothing's been done about it. But I suspect that they're just not dealing with that yet. I don't know.
Yet.
Rightly no.
That's a yet in almost 2 years.
I mean, we're supposed to be voting here in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, nothing's been done from the last one, so nothing's going to change. Maybe locally.
Maybe this go round more people will be activated and engaged than beyond the few states that really need it to be. But they all need to be. They all need to be. They're going to take over your town.
Don't give up, but people need to realize that they need to push the issue of getting that voting system fixed. But
I think if they steal the midterm, people are going to flip out.
I think some stupid ass shit's going to excuse my way of putting it, but by the time voting starts, it's going to be something happen where you can't, or they're going to have people harassing people or whatever, scaring people out.
You mean like a virus that would be too dangerous to gather more than 6
Yeah,
foot apart?
like the new one they found the other day. I believe the new one, the new Koofy, I believe either it's fake as it can be, or it's going to be or it's going to be real, and people are going to be like, "Yeah, that was bullshit." So we'll just go out and then it's going to be something really bad.
Well, that's the thing, Chuck, is it was over 30 years ago I heard about some strategy that was well known in the military communities that they were going to come out with a virus that nobody would believe was real, and it wouldn't be that bad. And the next time that they release the second version, everybody's going to doubt the validity of the first, or the second one, because the first one was bull up, and then the second one gets them all.
Yep.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Here's a picture.
Anybody?
Bonnie put it
I
up.
don't know. How do they get a? Anybody who's messing with a bioweapon should be charged with crimes against humanity. Period. Why are you messing with things that could kill the world? That's evil as it gets. Why do they allow it anywhere in any country in any government?
You see that, Bonnie or Dorinda?
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is?
It looks like a fucked up wreath.
It's a wreath kit. All your ribbon and leaves and all that stuff, and it's just taped all to the frame. It says, "I'm busy. Use your imagination."
Oh, wow.
That is great.
I seen that, and I'm like, Dorinda ought to get tickled about that.
Yep. That's awesome.
Next time they want you to make them a wreath and they ain't sure, that's what you should send them.
Yep.
To call it a DIY wreath kit.
I said,
Hey man, people would buy it. I'll tell you
Yes.
what. At Elaine's birthday party, there's this girl there that she was doing those monthly wellness boxes out of Humboldt County for a while, and she quit doing them. But she did recently. She does all kinds of different things. She's a really cool entrepreneur. A lot of Humboldt County usually got a couple of side hustles going to make it here, and so she does yoga and she sells flowers. Well, then she got an idea to just set up a workshop to just show how to create a bouquet, and she charged $100, and she said she booked 12 spots, and she did how to do a floral arrangement, because that's what she does, sell flowers too. And I was like, wow. It's just crazy to me that, but she knows a lot of people and she networks hard, but it's kind of cool. And a wreath kit is not a bad idea. It's actually not
No.
a bad idea, because a lot of people wouldn't mind making their own.
Well,
Gives them what all they need and had it all right there. Maybe put a little diagram what to do. And
I
I
tried to do that with my Facebook group.
Yeah.
I bought all the stuff. Okay. Spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
Was charging them $15 to do a Facebook group on how to make this wreath.
Yeah.
Not one of them would buy it. Not one of them would make the wreath with me. So now I have all this shit. I have all this shit.
They'll make it with you. I'll make it with you.
I'll
do it.
It's $15. You get $40 worth of fucking supplies.
I probably have the supplies. I probably have the supplies. Like, if you could do a thing where, if you had to mail stuff out, that costs you more money too. But most people have pine cones or whatever, But yeah, it'd be cool. I love wreath making. I like to do it in the fall. There's a dogwood bush right out here. All the leaves drop. It's like stark red orange twig.
Yes.
I love making with those, and I would totally support you. And it's a good time to do it.
there
Right
you go,
now.
Dorinda. A Saturday or Sunday. That's your thing to work on. Take 2 or 3 weeks, advertise it.
We'll come.
Saturday or Sunday, do a 2 or 3 hour show to go through it with them.
Yeah, we'll come.
Well, the wreath I had that was a Valentine's Day wreath. Okay. And
well, I hate Valentine's Day. I hate Valentine's Day. So.
Whatever. But it was to that time of year, right? Everybody loves Valentine's Day.
I had that coming. I know.
Okay, like Halloween.
Anyway, I hate Halloween too.
But it was like, are you kidding me?
Well, flakes and Facebook groups are flaky. That's for sure.
Well, and it's like
out there.
There's like, I have one friend and 3 people from Wally World that do crafts with me on my Facebook group. That's it so far. But it's like, Okay. So I said, okay, this is stupid. I'm not going to make any money at this right now. It was during the big C thing, right?
Right. Right.
I'm like, okay,
Well,
all
hey,
right.
girl, the holidays are coming up. Okay, Thanksgiving
You
is
buy
coming up.
you buy your own crap. We'll paint a picture. We'll do a craft. You get your stuff. I'll do the craft on Facebook, and that's how it's been for the last year and a bit.
Oh, I forgot to send the. I forgot to. I was supposed to get some bay leaves. Mama T, if you're watching, I forgot the bay leaves. I'll send them next time.
Yeah. Cindy, I actually had a friend that brought me all the stuff, the ribbon, the wreath, the everything to build her one for the Dallas Cowboys.
A wreath,
Yep. She
like a
wanted a
giant
Dallas
one
Cowboy wreath.
with
Do
like
what?
full on roses and everything.
Do
If
what?
you made it, if you made it out of weed, would it be called a reefer?
Oh, they do. They do that. This is harvest month, so they're definitely doing that now. I've seen some big sticks and wreaths.
Yeah. Well, I'm stepping down, guys. I got to go to work in the
Love you.
morning.
Bye.
I love you. I love
Yeah,
you, Dad.
Dorinda, thank you.
I'll
There
talk to
you
you
go.
tomorrow. I'll
There
watch
you
the
go,
rest
D.
tomorrow.
There you go, D. There's you an
okay.
idea. Make one for a stoner holiday. Call it a Kiefer wreath.
Ooh, I like that. I do. I like that.
I'll
Have
talk
an
to you later.
edible,
Bye.
edible, a
All right,
cookie,
love you, honey.
have a couple buds on it, have a joint, have
I could do that.
by the time you're done, you smoke all of it except the frame.
I could do that. I got a couple plants I'm still gonna harvest soon.
And you smoke it all up through the month of Christmas. Carl's uh pretty imaginative. I don't know if he's got the stuff he could do it, but
Oh, I know how to make wreaths. I sold them at a Grateful Dead concert one time.
It could be done.
Crosses and circles, but not out of herb, out of dried flowers, roses,
Yep.
statice, and straw flower.
if you want to call it dry
Fresh.
flowers, you can call it dry flowers. That works.
What?
Can
You want
could
to
you
call it
make
dry
one
flowers?
out of something that would stay alive? Could you make like an
A
ivy
living
or a
one?
vine?
Could.
Oh,
Yeah, you absolutely could with succulents and with moss or air plants.
Yep.
I've seen that
If you have
done.
the wet foam.
Yeah, you spray them, right? I got a whole board of Pinterest stuff like that.
And you probably could put one of them little tubes in the back. You remember that little tube that they put that green stuff that looks like sponge that you wet and it'd keep a plant alive for a while?
That's what I'm talking
that stuff that they used to have back in the 70s was deadly poisonous. Did you know that? Cancer
Yeah.
causing nightmare.
And I played with that shit as a kid.
We've made
Yep.
like live wreaths or crosses and stuff like that for funerals, and we just use the um what did I just say? The
Moss
wet
or
blocks. No, the wet
sponge?
the wet foam. The
I
wet
don't know what you
foam
said.
backing. You soak it
Oh,
until it's absorbed all the way through because it takes
A
hours.
chia wreath.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, they stay alive for at least a week.
Oh, but
What's killing your ears? Kissa.
killing your ears. Something's noisy in the background. I don't know. Something's rock.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm hearing something too. Sounds like somebody skin diving.
Let me see.
take myself on then if you're gonna do a test.
Yes, it's something with Josh's system. I don't know what it is for
Just
sure,
got a
but
real bad background feed noise. I don't know what it is.
I've heard that on other people's too. I don't know what it is, but it could be something like a fan or something close to them.
Oh,
maybe.
sometimes if your phone is too close too, the phone doesn't like to be close to. That,
Yeah, and don't like to be close to those fluorescent or LED light bulbs either.
mm, is
And
that
we've
it?
heard it with Blackwatch too. I don't know if they have the same kind of system, but
Is that what you mean, kiss off? Are we off? Are we I'm not sure. She's muted him, so
is that what was killing your ears? She's like, I'm not talking to y'all now. Got my earplugs in, can't hear you.
Went deaf. She's got CHS. Wow, some movie on here that got that 70s show, that dark-haired girl on there, the youngest one.
Mm-hmm.
She's on this movie, and she's like, I didn't realize she's that old, but hell, that's what that 70s show was. What, 25 years ago?
yeah.
So I'd put her at least in her 40s. Maybe I'm just too old and realizing time flew quick.
It does.
Yep. It's better now. Okay. Sorry, Josh. I saw a video today also, and I don't know what state the man was in, but um, he grows corn. He's a farmer, and uh, so he had decided it was legal there to grow cannabis. And so the field that he had turned in to begin with had too much rain. It was too swampy. It wouldn't have worked. So he moved it to another field, and he put a what do you call it? Where he said I had to move it to another field, and gave the location and everything of the new field to them. And um,
No
then
permit.
uh, even after he did that, when the plants got, I mean, they were like waist high at least, this whole field, um, they all came out there. There's some kind of agency that started with a, I can't even remember what it was. I've never heard of this agency, but they came out there and they arrested him and destroyed his field because they said that he didn't do it right or something.
What? Okay. Well, they do that here too. They'll call it an illegal grow.
Yep, that's what they called it. That is crazy.
Um, I mean, he could fight it if, like, tomorrow morning. I was just thinking I wanted to tell you because I'm gonna get off pretty soon. I don't know if I'll be able to stream till you go all the way, but I
Oh,
wanted
I
to.
see how it is. You get me up here so you could bail.
I'll say I'm leaving soon, but tomorrow morning, I'm having a lady on at 10:30. Of course, that's Pacific time, so for some of you, it's already afternoon, and I realize it's late morning, but I'm having a woman on named Amber who does write up private membership associations, and her and I have the same kind. It turns out we have a lot of similarities actually, and she uh, she knows the guy that I got mine through and everything, and she's going to help explain about it because the thing is, Bonnie, if these, landowners, I mean, they shouldn't have to be set up as a private membership association, but I think that if they were, and they're not operating in the public sector, and they were to have those articles and charters and of association and stuff beforehand, because that's one thing she did mention to me last night when we spoke, is it's a lot more helpful if people have it before they're in trouble than if afterwards, you see, because you can really nail their ass to the wall when they come after you and you've already declared yourself um, to be a private membership or private minstrel. You're basically a church. And Hobby Lobby operates that way as well. They're a faith-based business. Costco is a private membership association. They charge a yearly fee to be
Yep.
able to walk in their door. You can't shop there. They don't sell to the public. So it's
Yep.
not that these corporations have found some magical loophole. It's that they're using the Constitution, and then they make us believe lies, so we pay the money so they don't have to. So, um, anyway, so tomorrow she'll be on with me. Her name's Amber, and she's going to explain it a lot better. I don't really have any agenda other than to let her share what she does, what she knows about it, and how it's worked. I want to find
Awesome.
out, yeah, how it's worked for her.
And what time is that going to be?
It should be at 10:30 Pacific, so it'll be 1:30 your time. Or I'm sorry, would it be
12.
1 your time?
12:30.
You're just
12:30
2 hours ahead.
Central, 1:30 Eastern.
It would be 1:30 Eastern, correct? So yeah, her and I are going on at 10:30 tomorrow. Her name's Amber. She is with a friend of and works with Brock. Like I told you guys, as soon as I asked Brock, "Do you got anyone with the PMAs?" and it was like we were on a three-way call. He wanted to do it within 15 minutes. I'm like, my husband's coming home. We're gonna eat dinner. That's the only
I
reason
have
it
a
was.
lie.
That's the only reason it was in an hour. Okay, I'm just saying, dude is willing to make the phone calls, and it's really a lot of what it just gets down to doing, which is just making phone calls. And he won't take no for an answer. And you know, so we'll see. It seems like the timing is good. This show at the school is very bad, but it could also be very good for us because it really just exposes them even more. I got a response from the Institute for Justice. I put my second report abuse in today, and or last night I did, and they told me that they weren't going to be taking any more in the class action suit, or that they probably wouldn't be suing Humboldt County anytime soon again. So, which I didn't really care to get in on the class action suit. Theirs is different. Theirs is on abatement. Mine is civil rights issues, but it's okay. I don't really. I'm just glad somebody's got their
Well, and
life.
that's it. If each person is doing something, whatever it is, I mean, there's so many agencies, there's so many areas where all of this is happening that it's going to take one person can't do it all by themselves. There's just no way. And so if it's divided up between everybody just picking a thing that they can handle, a lot more would get done at one time, I think.
Oh,
I'm gonna go check some stuff on the porch. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I got something new from doTERRA I've never tried. They're ginger drops. They look good, huh?
Yes.
Digestive drops. I always get a monthly box from them, so I get my points, and they always throw in a free oil. I got my Breathe drops. I got it late. I wanted to send these off with some of the packages today, but I didn't get to. I just got this. So
She's going to get mad at me.
why? Oh my God, I am going to get mad.
I want to see these things.
Okay, so the Breathe is really awesome for helping with respiratory. They're drops. They're probably about 50 cents a piece. So I think it's $12 for 30 of these. So a little less. The throat
Cool.
drops are really great. They're On Guard. They have that whole On Guard line that's antiseptic. It smells like cinnamon. The toothpaste, the mouthwash. They have wipes. I use all that stuff. I totally switched over to all that stuff. Um, and so I love these. So yeah, I'm going to try this right now because I've never had the ginger before. It's brand new from them. So I don't know. This was just my order, and then they threw in this. So I got my little points for the month, which is a peppermint, super concentrated. And that's so useful for so many things, headaches. Spiders don't like it if you have a diffuser going in your house with peppermint oil. That's
Mhm.
really good one to keep the spiders and bugs away. So thank you for the full screen, Bonnie.
That was peppermint oil. I'm sorry. I know how
Yeah,
that
this
feels.
one was peppermint oil. They threw this one in for free with
Yep.
my order this time. So I don't know what it was. Each one of these is like $12, so it seems kind of high, but they're really handy to have around when people are sick. And I'm not a big pusher of doTERRA. I never really talk about it unless Sarah's around. I talk about it with her, but I do always get an order every month. Christina wanted to do a pop the box again because she got her. When I redeemed my points a couple months ago, I had $200 worth of stuff that was just free because I had switched
Wow.
everything over and I was using their brand of toothpaste and, you know, but you don't
These
have to
tonics,
order.
these tonics, remedies, and snake oils.
Yeah, no, the bay leaves. I'm gonna do bay leaves. Humboldt Herb Company, out of Hilltop Workshops. We have Creation's Best. Humboldt Herb Company is gonna be another one, and it's gonna be bay leaves. And I'm sorry I didn't get the bay leaves out, Mama T, if you're listening, but dang it, I'll
Bay
get them
leaves
out.
are good.
They're great. I want to supply all the restaurants with them. I've probably got, I don't even know, countless amount of bay leaf trees. They're pepper wood trees, they're called, but that's the bay laurel leaf that's on it. And then those nuts are supposed to be just like hazelnuts. And the natives eat them in the winter and say they help with their immune system to keep healthy.
Yeah. That peppermint oil, we
Yeah.
took it and we put it on a cotton ball and
Uh-huh.
just went around like the lining of my pantry where we kept all the dry goods.
Oh yeah.
Um, Sometimes there'll be moss in there or whatever. And we went over that whole thing with peppermint oil and no more moss, no nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
it works for a lot of the insects that
Yeah, it's a
like to get
natural
into your.
deterrent. Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yeah, plant
it's
peppermint
good.
around your house then,
Yeah.
and onions are also good. When we moved into that house I was telling you about that was owned by the Hmong, where the guy was wanting to stay with us for a couple weeks. The whole house was, they had planted wild onions all on the side of the kitchen. And I didn't have no problems with ants or
Wow.
really like fleas or much. So wild onions are good too. Um, yeah, some people's gardens didn't do so good, I heard.
Mm-mm.
They mess with the water and the air, and my apple tree looks like death. So do my other trees. They needed more water. I should have watered them more.
Mine are just now. Um, I've had 2 tomatoes that are ripe so far. They're the
Mm.
grape tomatoes. The other that I thought were jalapeno peppers are definitely bell peppers, and
Mhm.
they're just about ready. But the tomatoes with 2 plants, I think 9 tomatoes so far, and then the bell peppers out of 3 plants, I've had 8 or 9 grow on that one. But I mean, that's all we need, really. The tomatoes, we could have done a whole lot more, but
Mhm.
once I get moved, and I didn't plant much because I thought I would be out of here a lot sooner. Had I have known it would take this long, I would have
Mm-hmm.
done a lot more, but oh well. Canned stuff is on sale. Grab it while you can.
Yeah, the next 2 weeks is an illusion. It's about to turn.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it snowed in Michigan, huh, Camo? That's why you were stacking wood? Tell
Oh,
us
it
about
snowed a couple times. Nothing's
it.
stuck
Really?
for good yet here.
No, I hope not. Better
We had
not.
sleet. Had some sleet last night.
Mm.
And that's it. Just as bad as they're talking about how this winter is going to get is just stock it up for that. Just making sure that you got enough of everything. We had grown celery in the house before, just
Mm.
sticking it in the cup with water and
Mm.
and this time I don't know what was wrong with that celery stalk, but it went straight black. And I don't know if it's the water or if it's the produce that we're getting. I just had to throw it out.
Mm.
I'm having a lack of trust with a lot of products.
Same here. And that's what I really wish I could find the vegetable seeds. The seeds that we have are just, it's not stuff that we grow. It's, I don't know if everybody saw this coming around where I'm at.
Even the seeds, you got to read them. They could be genetically modified seeds.
I know. Yep. One of my friends that I haven't heard from in goodness, like a year, she used to come into chat. Um, Caroline the gardener or something like that. She was big on saving seeds, and I was like, huh, I never thought of that. And I just kind of blew it off, wishing I hadn't now. But excuse me. Oh well. We'll get through this. We will get through this.
Hope you had some water stocked, Anna.
Yeah, and that's what I need to.
I've been meeting a lot of friendships lately.
Mm.
And I've been eating a lot of these.
Ruffles.
Uh-huh.
Those are not good for you, friend.
I don't think anything's good for us, D.
Yeah, some things are. You need fresh fruit and veggies, right?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody in the chat a few weeks ago said something about all the foods that were say right on the packages made with bioengineered food. So I started looking.
Yes.
Man, wow. All I can say is good luck finding something that doesn't have bioengineered food in it.
Yep. And the same with the fetus stuff.
Well, if you do a paleo 30-day whole cleanse thing, it's a you don't do dairy, gluten, um,
Does eating just venison count?
yeah, you could do that. You can
Mm-hmm.
eat vegetables and fruit.
Then I've
Um,
done it. Venison
and
and apples.
and
Pretty much lived on that.
and their
That's
point is with everything that's on the authorized list that you could eat that's whole 30 or paleo is nutrient dense. And it makes you realize everything you're putting in your body. Is it either nutrient dense or is it not. And that's why I didn't like a lot of the vegan stuff that a lot of that's processed food. But I do like food that's typically just vegan by nature, beans, rice, stuff like that, legumes. Um,
Yep.
but it just makes you think everything you put in your body, you got to really think about, is it going to add to nutritional value, especially in those, if you're stocking up and you're prepping. Don't mean to poo poo the sun chips. They're good. They're better than, probably most. I think they bake those anyway, don't they? Then they cover them up with all that good MSG. Yeah. He's a downer sometimes. I'm sorry. Just being real with you about the food, I
Well,
was a preschool cook too. I had to cook mindfully for the children. Okay. That's where I'm coming from. So
yes.
remember that, please. Okay. Love you,
I've
John.
always kept a bug out bag with food ready. I've always kept in my pack. I always keep a couple cans of beans and a tin of ham and you know maybe some crackers or something. I always keep
Good.
beef jerky, stuff like that, kippers, you know, stuff that keeps for a long time, but I
Mhm.
cycle it too. I'll buy new stuff, eat the stuff that I've had stored for a few months, then replace it with the stuff I
Yeah.
just bought. And
Yeah.
I've been doing that for a couple decades. I've been doing that, or probably longer actually. But on top of that, lately I just keep, 50, maybe 100 pounds worth of canned and dry foods because
Yeah.
I can get meat if I need it, and I can get vegetation of some type if I need it.
Yep. Me too. Same here.
Yes. Same. And I was on this one site today. Um, I can't remember what it was, and they were saying to get, it was getting prepared because of the signs everywhere, and they said something about a blue cocktail. Some of y'all might know what that is. I don't. And um, because I'm allergic to iodine, I made a comment, and then they said look up pectin and apple juice to help with those issues. It sucks we can't just talk. Anyway, it's
Yeah,
for radiation. There, I said it.
yeah, I've got some iodine pills and stuff for that in my kit. I had a guy that was, you know, how's the word? I don't want to.
Well,
He's
I just,
one of those really well tactically trained individuals. I guess
yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
yes,
Um, and he ran me through what they were told to do in the fallout situations and how to survive it.
Mm.
yep,
But there's levels of survival involved. If you were in a zone, ground zero in an event like that, of course everything
you're
in
gone.
that bullseye is toast.
Yes,
Everything in the next ring out is going to die in the next 24 hours. And it go another ring out, and you're going to die a 2 week miserable death. And it's like the farther away you get from that, the fallout of the situation, the
yes,
better your chances of survival are.
and and nobody knows, and that's where we gotta have faith and all that. But um, at the same time, if you may be lucky enough to be outside of it, just to do those things, because even if you're doing that, I'm still thinking it's going to affect skin, whatever.
Mhm.
We can't, you know,
I'll see if I can find you some video or something on what I know and send it to you, Bonnie, because there is a method of, because
No.
like running water will keep the isotopes from sitting on your body, right? There's
Yeah.
certain materials that you could use to help keep that. Breathing it is bad, so even if you had a full gas mask and stuff, you're still going to be exposed in other ways. And there's
Right.
there's methods to limit that exposure. And I'll see if I can find some info on that.
Well, even what they're putting up in New York, they're saying, shower, do
Well,
all
that's the
this.
thing that that guy taught me is that they were told to use their rain ponchos, get their rain ponchos, their masks on if they're in the direct zone of the hit. They get in and they keep the water running all over their body, keep turning around, and the idea is that the water helps the radioactive isotopes flow over your body instead of into your body.
Right. And
What
that's
was that
only if
movie
you
with
have running
Meryl
water.
Streep? What was
I
that
couldn't
movie with?
hear either one of you.
Sorry, I gotta go. Anyways, I gotta go do some chores. But
Okay.
what was that movie with Meryl Streep when she had to scrub down her body?
Oh,
Was,
it's called
wasn't it?
decontamination. And that's
Wasn't
another
it?
thing, is you
Remember
can
that
have a
movie?
full, not really, but
Mm.
that's another thing though you remind me of is it's called decontamination. And if you even have a gas mask and all the kit and the whole suit, you have to decontaminate that. You have to change filters out. There's
Mhm.
entire kits you have to maintain that stuff for more than 8 hours.
I don't want to live through it anyway, and I hear it's not going to
Yeah.
happen. So don't worry about it, people. It's
No.
likely not going to happen. But Camo, you are the perfect one to prep us all for if we want to survive the nuclear fallout. But they're going to blow San Francisco off the map, and you could just kiss D goodbye because I'm close enough to there that I'm pretty sure. I really got to go, but I'm not worried about the nuclear fallout, you guys, at all.
No.
Um,
I'm
but
not scared. Don't
no,
don't
but
don't
it's
take
good
it
to
that way.
know. No,
I
I'm not putting
really
it that way.
I
But I didn't
really
want to leave
don't
on a
think they would.
frightening note. I didn't want to leave on a. I wanted to leave
No.
upbeat.
I
So,
really don't think that they would destroy the
It's no different to me than it was when I was 10. I was less than 10 years
yeah,
old when
it's
I
the same
understood that
fear.
there were things pointed at us all the time.
the
All right.
60s. Yep.
See that? That's where I'm leaving. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
She's a mess. Black watch. Okay, Carl.
Yeah, you better tuck that thing and forget about it, Black What?
If anybody wants to see my wedding video, it's on my YouTube channel somewhere. I don't know where, but it's on there somewhere.
There you go, Tennessee.
Amen, Tennessee Red Runner.
And it's either that or I'm just crazy.
Well, and it was just and- but even still in all these places I see people who do have extreme fear, and so that's why I brought it up. There's ways. There's just ways if they want to try that, and um but it's not. I really don't think it would really be stupid for them to do something like that, to destroy the
Well, you ever heard of a neutron bomb?
food. No.
Hmm? That was something that the Russians invested in because you can kill an entire populace, but not the infrastructure. It
Yeah.
doesn't cause radioactive fallout. That's why this bio These bioweapons, that's what that reminds me of. It's something they can get rid of the people, but keep everything else usable for their use later, you know?
Yep. Deanna, I wanted to ask you if you had to be a member of that, if it's like the, what was it called? Or whatever that USA made company was. Melaleuca or something like that. I forgot
Good
to
to
ask.
see you, sweet tea. You gotta wonder what traumatic thing happened to Tennessee Ridge Runner with that fear of midgets. He must have been left at some circus or something.
Well, y'all were really getting carried away one night with that. Because you were saying, you just had me rolling laughing. Well, they look like they enjoy being tossed around. And I was like,
Well, yeah, they always look like they like that. They come back for more.
If I can, if I can do a live stream on Sunday with my wife, I'll see if I can do one.
Oh, cool.
Josh, do you have a computer fan or a fan near you or a fluorescent or LED light bulb that may be causing your microphone to sound the way it does?
I'm working on my HP. That might be the reason.
Do some experimentation. You might find that you got a lot better audio if you do.
Okay.
What was the title of your show? I didn't even look, Bonnie.
Amen, joyful. Dancing on my own.
Is that a song?
Yes.
By who?
Oh, goodness.
I noticed that,
I know the one by Billy Idol.
I think,
That's Dancing by Myself.
yes. Dancing on my own is the, oh, they're at a dance. He's standing in the corner kissing someone else, or I'm in the, how does it go? Oh, where's it at?
Dang it, somebody called me out on that.
What?
I asked you and you weren't prepared. No, I couldn't think of the song. All I could think of was that Billy Idol one.
This little
Oh,
girl
dancing
sings
with
it pretty good.
myself.
Yeah.
I'd ask the world to dance in. Yeah.
Somebody said you got a new friend.
It's kind of a sad song, actually, but
Oh, well, I've never heard of it.
Love you better than I can. There's a big black sky over my tower.
excuse me. This weather going up and down is
I bet she's around. Yeah, I know it's stupid, but I just gotta see it for myself. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, and I'm right over here. Why can't you see me?
Yeah, that's too sad.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know that because I never heard it.
Yep. It's a it's a song that a lot of them do on America's Got Talent or those kind of shows. This one guy did it. He did an amazing job.
Pretty sure I've never seen one of those either.
When I did watch TV, it was stuff like that. It was anything to do with dancing or singing or uh, just it was uplifting stuff. Hallmark, Christmas time, Hallmark is on my TV. No, it's not supposed to be, but like the Christmas movies.
Where I lived up north in 2009, when they did that digital TV switchover,
Hmm.
I had, maybe 5 channels or something. And there were shows I got used to watching. But when they did this digital switchover, none of those shows I could get anymore. They're all gone. They gave me entirely different networks with shows I didn't watch or like.
Oh wow!
And I just quit watching TV. I haven't had a TV. I don't own one. I haven't owned one since 2009. I don't need, I mean, I let go of that.
Yeah. Um. Uh. Poop. What was I gonna say? Digital. My stepfather. He sits there and he watches Grit. That's all he will watch. Once in a
I don't
while,
know what it is. And then I hear people talking about shows constantly that I
it's
never heard of.
all it is old Western movies, and I mean black
Oh,
and
you mean
white.
True Grit? You're talking about True Grit?
Well, the channel name is Grit,
Oh.
and
Oh, I
it's
see what you're saying. It's a Western themed channel.
yes, and that's all he watches. And my mother's sitting there going insane because she doesn't want to watch any more westerns. And once in a while, she can talk him into something else, but so she sleeps or she does puzzles or texts me.
See, Blackwatch got screwed over in that digital switch over too. I think people that lived in rural areas really did.
Yeah, I I cut all of that. I have uh, Roku and it's free. Um, and then if I want a membership to something, and I already had Amazon Prime because it was quick delivery. Not supposed to have that either, but I do. And so it's got videos that you can watch. Some of them they want you to rent. I don't do that. If it's free, I watch it. I don't. If it isn't, I don't. And then
Something triggered me. I had that Netflix, and something they put on there made me just end the service. And they were kind of pushy about not letting me quit the service. And
yeah,
within just months after I ended my service with them, because it was getting weird, some of the stuff they were promoting. Then they
yes,
had this thing about kids twerking, and a whole bunch of people that I knew quit right there. All of them,
oh, yep,
they're sexualizing children, man. That is
yep,
as evil. I can't be part of that. Any platform, any company, anything like that, I'm out of there.
yeah. Um, there's well, Pandora's free. Usually, it's Pandora that's on my TV because the speakers are good on my TV and I can hear it all over the house. And that's I mostly just like listening to music. and you can pick whatever you want to listen to. It can be 80s rock and roll, it can be Christian. If I'm here alone at night, it's Christian music playing on the TV. And then if people come up to your house, they don't know if you're asleep or not. It's a good cover. It was,
Dang, this world's messed up, Bonnie.
yes, it is.
I've seen in a few places today, people are expecting an event, like I've been saying, but there's just something's got to give. There's too many people like us that knows really what's been going on
Yep.
compared to the blind and brainwashed. It's not like, you know, 81 million people are just going to go, okay, I'll just shut up now.
Yeah. Well, we did for too long. I mean, that's what I didn't know. I was blind to it. And
It didn't matter that you were, if you weren't, because anybody that spoke up against it was called a lunatic or conspiracy theorist or demonized or removed altogether.
yeah,
Didn't do any good to speak up.
Look at Bill Cooper all them years.
well,
Yeah,
that's, I just stood up for what was right around me, that anything I saw wrong, it was, that's just not
e-
right. That's got to
even
stop.
that can be punished.
Oh, I know.
Whereas
I know. That's why I didn't do that radio talk show, because I was like, I have to live here. And I mean, I know how some of these people can be about stuff like that. That's why,
boy, I know I sure stepped in it a few times in life with nothing but pure intentions.
yeah. Oh, no.
I don't have to work tomorrow, so that's a good thing.
All this talk, all this supposed intel, all this disclosure and information we've been fed for a couple few years now. All this stuff.
Yep.
Why wouldn't somebody like Trump come out and say it's all baloney? Why wouldn't somebody in a high place say, "Hey, no, this is hopium. Don't get your hopes up." Instead of letting stuff like this run on. That all I can.
Here's a way
Somebody,
of looking at it, but the road to hell is paved with good intention.
oh yeah, I've heard that one a few times.
Yeah, but you're right. Either way, why didn't he? Because he could have either said or
No,
stopped it.
don't do that. Sit on your hands for 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know people get upset because I know that there's a lot of people who still really like him. Yes, he did some good things, but I'm just not sure that he's
Well, hold
as much
on. If
as
anybody
everyone.
says anything about him, just gonna say, well, so what do you like better, the last 2 years or the 4 previous years?
Well, exactly. I mean, there can always be worse, but at the same time, if it was known, it should have been taken care of with the power that was given. Does that make sense?
What's sad is though 4 years previous, they're like, he can't do nothing, he can't do this, he can't do that. This one seems to be doing an awful lot of shit that they said the other one can't.
Yes.
This one's a, this is whoever this is a babbling idiot. It's like a mental case. All right, I see an old person that should be chaperoned, to say the least. It's we look so bad to the rest of the world right now. How weak do we look to our enemies right now?
Weak. We have. That's why I think that the threats are being made. But I think that they are just threats because everyone knows the American people are not behind our government right now. Even if we're not in the streets like France and all of them, they know it. They see what we're putting in chats. They see these.
That now you talk about that. Remember when all the left was out there destroying the streets, right? You remember
Yes,
different cities, Chad, all that crap.
yes,
I think that, let's say the red wave hits, we take the Senate, the House, everything. I could see the left going berserk again,
oh yeah,
and and I
definitely.
don't think they're going to get away with it the same way because I think people are really fed up.
Yep, we can hope.
Well, I don't hope for any of that because it's going to be violent. It's going to be Kyle Rittenhouse times 100,000.
Yeah, well,
Who
that's
knows
true
how
too.
bad?
Yeah, because I can see more business owners would be apt to stand up for their business. And
Well, and then on the other hand, it's the thing keeps. It's I can't get it off my mind. We all saw what they did 2 years ago. Now watch it do it again. They're gonna if they steal it again, people are gonna really get
yes,
unhappy.
yes,
It's like the perfect trigger event, if you ask me.
yes.
More complacent.
No matter which way it goes, if it goes one way or the other, it's going to be the same.
And you got all these people that were told all these dates and all these intel and all this stuff all this time. If nothing happens, then you got all of them that are just like, okay, screw it. It's going to get ugly. I
Yeah,
feel like it's going to get ugly no matter what. That's what I feel like.
yeah.
Yeah. Flatten the curve is all I can remember.
And then
Wow.
would that put us into martial law? And that's not a good thing either. So I don't see a good turnout. That may be the suffering that we have to do for a bit.
I've thought that way too, Bonnie. And that's another thing. I keep trying to remind people that our leaders have done evil things for a long time. That kind of makes us involved in being the bad guy to everybody else. If this lab thing turns out to be US funded, and well, no wonder we're not getting up in arms about it because we were involved in it. It's stuff like that right now I don't know what way it's going to go.
Looks What the sad part of that is, the ones that know about it and are involved in it, the other ones probably know about it, even if they ain't involved in it. So that makes them just as guilty if they know and don't do anything.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of levels of this.
There is.
To me, there's no difference in a child molester and somebody let somebody molest a child.
I'm sorry, Kiss Off. We're not doom and gloom.
It's just bitter, Ted.
I am kind of doom and gloom right now. I'll admit it, but I still have my faith, and I still know God wins. That just doesn't mean I survive it.
Love you, Kiss Off. Good night.
Then I try not to be doom and gloom, just talking. It ain't like, oh, we're gonna get dead tomorrow, and
No, that's my fault, and I got accused kind of like that earlier too. You know, because that
can't say everything's peachy. Let's go get ice cream either.
there's where I'm at, man. I really am. I can't. When I say that I can't get it out of my mind, it's riding my mind. Then I see other people say stuff, and it makes me think about it even more.
Yep. And it's not doom and gloom. I mean, 10's fixing to come on in a little bit, and she's showing the flares and what they do, and that's not doom and gloom. It happens all the time.
But it can be devastating.
Right. It's just
That's another thing. I'm not one of the types that's gonna pull the covers over my face.
and
If I
that's not
knew a tidal wave was coming and I couldn't get away, I want to watch it hit me. All right, I want to go face first into it. I'm not gonna run from something you can't run from.
and
You
that's
know, so it's when it comes to this kind of stuff, I gameplay it in my mind. I'm trying to foresee what it is just so I can mentally be prepared for it.
yes, absolutely. We've been ignoring it for too long is how we got here. So we have to get prepared in every way we can, mentally, physically, spiritually. It takes all of that. We've been saying that for a year here now. It's not doom and gloom, it's just getting yourself prepared for any kind of other crap they try to throw at us. Oh, like what?
I can barely hear somebody. It almost sounds like they're saying Bonnie.
Oh, got it. I don't know what that was. Okay, look, maybe this will lighten y'all up. Absolutely,
I don't
Guardian.
think there'll be one either, Guardian. I really doubt that. I
No.
mean, I could see somebody setting off. I could see somebody setting one off. I could see some type of event, but I don't think it would be mutually assured destruction.
Niggas, it ain't gonna be good for nobody, and the shit carries. So
Then again, I have met people on this planet that just seem to want to watch the world burn.
Well, I haven't knowingly met anybody like that. But maybe y'all like this. I turned it down so it won't be so loud.
call me what you will. Say I'm a fashion, say I'm over the hill. Today's a music day, got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. So I that old time rock and roll. The kind of music that soothes your soul. Our rhythm that's about the days of love. That old time rock and roll.
I'm just in the chat talking away.
Yeah.
I don't really care if anybody reads it, just as long as they listen.
Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. Our reminisce about the days of old. With that old time rock and roll. Hey, still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old. That old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. The kind of music that soothes your soul. I reminisce about the days of old. That old time rock and roll.
Yeah.
If I was probably, if I was at a bar and had a good buzz going, I'd probably really enjoyed that.
Yeah. So you didn't.
It was okay. I mean, it's a great song, but I'm a Seeger fan, so comparing that to Seeger is just not even doable.
Well, I know. Well, I can't play the real things.
I know.
Sucks.
And here I thought it was the land of the free and the home of the brave and
Yeah.
free speech and all of that.
The land of the watch what you say with your freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought music was to be shared, no matter who sang it or did it or whatever. Nope. It's funny you can get it on your radio for free. Don't play it on YouTube.
I don't really need a radio. I got so many songs that play in my head. It's like a soundtrack to life.
Yes. And that's how it whatever song pops in my head that day is usually where I get my titles. And they're
That's what I
usually
get that's what I get for listening to albums over and over and over and over and over again.
Yep.
Yeah, I was reading some stuff earlier about that when you're in love, if somebody texts you, the person you love, you read their text and hear their voice.
Yeah.
Did you know if you word with your lips without saying it, olive juice, that a lip reader can't decipher that from I love you?
Olive juice.
It looks exactly the same as I love you to a lip reader. Everybody's mouthing olive juice right now.
All right, y'all. I guess I'm gonna shut this down for tonight.
On that note, I killed the stream.
No, you did not.
Good night, y'all. Much love. Bye.
Peace.
Really? Y'all just boom, gone?
I'm still here.
I'm still here. I ain't
He's the
going
one that
nowhere.
wanted to pull the Batman disappearing act.
Yep, Chuck always does.
I ain't going nowhere. I don't even have to work tomorrow.
Well,
Thanks for having me up here, Bonnie.
I sure appreciate it. Hope
You enjoyed the doom and gloom.
Well, I'm the one that kind of brought that up, so.
Oh, I thought I did. I was going to take the blame. And by the way, you really can't be. Technically, you didn't swear because AZZ is not a real word at all.
Well, I didn't say it AZZ though. They were just typing it that way. But anyway, it's still really not a bad word. Because yeah, I used to call my ex-husband Jack.
Good to see you too, Victor. Y'all in chat have a good night. I'll see y'all somewhere soon. Good night, Bonnie.
Good night, Carl. All y'all in chat, thank y'all so much for being here.
You're
Hope
welcome,
y'all got
Bonnie.
something good out of it. No fear. We got this. Don't believe it till you see it.
See you tomorrow night.
Yep, tomorrow night.
Good night, Bonnie.
Good night, Josh. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome anytime.
Seriously, y'all just hold on strong. We got this.
Yeah, we got a great community, and I'm really proud of it.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night. God bless all of y'all. Get some good sleep. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Much love. Good night. Oh, yeah. Go to Tens. She's on next. Love y'all.